Hello, hello, hello. I didn't realize I went live. Hey, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Need to switch me up here. Hello, hello. Good morning. Hey, good morning, Bruce. Or evening. Joe, how you doing? Joe and Jeannie. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Tried to get my tablet running here. Hey guys, while you're in here, don't forget those thumbs up. Appreciate all of them. Up or down, either way. Just getting my wife's tablet online here in case I need to smash any trolls that might come in. There's Have Mercy. That's me on my wife's account. Yeah, we're doing good. How about you guys? Good, good. Good to see that, Joe. Yeah, I usually am not up and online this early, but I was over on Rena Halls. Um Hopefully, everybody can hear me. I know I got this fan right here, so it's probably blowing into the mic. It sounds like crap. I tried to turn it off of it a little bit. See if you guys can hear me a little better that way. Um, but yeah, I was over on Rena Hall's channel, and they were talking about some e-begging, some of the games people play. So I thought, you know what? Let me just go live. I'm going to throw that up as a topic and see where it takes us. So you never know. I thought also I'd play with this StreamYard a little bit. I'm not that good at it. As you see, I did put up a little fun uh, PayPal me. Check out the Rileys. Is this begging? Uh, I tickle myself sometimes. Uh, I'm funny to myself. Hey, how you doing? Thank you guys for coming. Sorry, I have morning eyes still. I can't see anyways. I got these big bifocals, and so if I miss anybody's comment, please forgive me. Usually, if I usually I have my wife over here reading them, so I don't miss them. Yeah, our Minden journey. Journey, appreciate you coming. Hey, Donald, I was having so much fun over there on Rena's. I thought I'd throw up the topic here today and tell everybody my baby's out of milk. We're out of milk. We're ready. we're, doing the e begging this morning. We're I'm out of milk too, and we're all out of milk up in here. Yes, that is good. I'm sorry. I barely can read the writing here. I need to figure out my computer better to see how I can blow up the type for those morning eyes. Yeah, I know he was having fun with it. It was funny. I know sometimes Rena, she can misunderstand stuff, and that's you know how that is. And but she's great. Sorry, I dropped my car. That's what I was propping my laptop up with. It drove off on me there. I thought about doing a GoFundMe for my wife's mom and dad. Yeah, village helped them build a small house. Yeah, yeah. I've always had Escogo for milk. I'm sure he has some colorful things to say about some milk, but yeah, I've always felt funny about when I got monetized on here and people started sending me like super chats and stuff, and then we set up the PayPal deal. Um, you know, it's always it's a touchy thing. Somebody sending you money, but I understand it like this. I see people. This is a form of entertainment to myself. If I'm on somebody's channel and I'm getting entertained, if I want to send them money, it's for that entertainment. I mean, I go and spend the money at a concert. I'll buy the T-shirt. So same thing here. It's or not necessarily my channel, but same thing on YouTube. If you're being entertained by that person and you feel like sending that person money for that entertainment or for that whatever, I think it is. There's no problem with it. I think it is okay to do. Now, if I came on here every day talking about my baby needs some milk, you know, something's up with that. You make the writing bigger. Oh yeah, you got the caps lock going there. That makes it a little better. So he said hold the control button and scroll up or down with the mouse. Okay. Control. I'm gonna try it, Donald, but this is my ancient laptop here might not be able to take the pain of doing that. Let's see. Here you go. Oh man, what's going on? Let's see. Hey, it did work. It did work. I can see it better. But it did throw me all out of whack here. All right. Hey, look who is in the house. Renee Rule, our friend, our friend that we're going to be promoting this week. We're going to do a special LS just with her. My wife will be doing that LS coming up sometime this week. Um, so we'll see when they get together and do that, but that's coming up. But I will be promoting. I call her R3. So go to R3's channel, check her out. If you would, she's trying to get monetized. So if you would play a playlist for her, that would be awesome. Just help her get I think she's about 1,000 hours away. So if we could all help. Yeah, sorry the dogs are going crazy out here. Can you guys hear me okay? I know I got the dogs. I got the fan right here. I got the crappy microphone that has a short in it. Hey, there she is. We were just talking about you. So James is asking for Lupia. He's begging for Lupia. You know, James, my wife likes Lupia pretty well. So in America, she always made it for me, and now in the Philippines, she always. I don't know if she makes it so much or the relatives make it, but we always eat plenty of Lupia. So there's the hostess with the mostest there, right there, Miss Rena Hall. Just listening here, busy with some work. Hey, no problem. R3 again. R3 is my friend. Ren Ray, yeah, Renewal. I always mess up her name, so forgive me. I can hear. Hey, I appreciate you guys being able to hear me. I know sometimes if I get the fan on me just right, then all they hear is the fan noise. I probably missed a bunch of stuff, but oh, being sponsored from Amazon. Actually, I wish we were being sponsored by Amazon, but when we lived in the States, my wife worked for Amazon, and all I got is a crappy free T-shirt. So she's got us some T-shirts out of the deal. So hey, Sean, how you doing, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for all coming in on this early morning edition of Check Out the Rileys. Yeah. Kumastajo, how we doing? Rena Hall, are you calling me Joe? I'm just joking. Hey, Joe. I never hear that one though. I know you're talking to the other Joe. Hi, Mercy. Good morning, Sissy. Yeah, I don't know if she's on watching or not. She was in the bedroom still. I've done had 2 cups of coffee while I was watching your show, Rena. So I got all hyped, like, oh, too early, too hype, too hot. And I thought I'd go ahead and do an LS this morning for fun. Thought we had a fun topic there, the e-bagging. I'm trying to think of like a dance like Rena be doing when somebody gives me a super chat. I'll be like, burr, 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 burr. Uh, hey, there he is, Serge. How you doing, my friend? It was good to see you this morning over on Rena's channel. I came to Mars's LS, but I was busy cleaning up the kitchen while I was cleaning up my mess from this morning while I was on her show, so I didn't say anything. I was just sitting there watching or listening. Hey, Darren, it's sad. Where's my 100 pesos? I need milk and eggs. I don't know if that's gonna buy it. We bought a little packet. You know, they milk here in the Philippines isn't like back in America. You don't go to the dairy section and get you a big gallon of milk. Uh, you buy it like baby formula milk, whether you're buying it for kids or adults. I think we picked up 1 pack and it was like about 400 pesos for a sack of milk that you have to mix with water and make you some milk. Yes, a lot of fun. I thought, yeah, I got a pirate's. I don't know if they call these a sword, but maybe if somebody starts sending me some milk money, I can start chopping up some of the milk. Big E needs to pay up. Yeah. Well, you get on the phone and tell Big E, where's my milk money? What kind of sugar dad is he if he ain't giving me my milk money? Uh, Good to see you, Darren. Hey, if everybody could remember Darren's mother and family right now in your prayers as they're going through illness in the family. We want to lift them up and continue to pray for them. If you guys would all take time later to do that to lift them up, remember them. Darren and Sab's Travels. Appreciate it, everyone. Rena Hall. You know it's always a party when Miss Rena Hall comes to your LS. You know? Shout out host Jovi. Hey, hello, hello. Welcome. And thank you, Donald, for telling me how to get my writing up. It's not as big as probably I need it, but it is a lot better. Bill, are you medicated? Tropical Tim is in the house, everybody. Tropical Tim. He is here. If you guys don't know my friend Tropical Tim, you better run. You better go get him. He puts on a great show. Try not to miss it, everyone. As you hear, the dogs are ready. I don't know if somebody's out there. They usually bark like that when somebody's trying to feed them or if somebody is in the house, inside the gate that they don't know. I can go out there and they never bark, not a once. Let somebody get near our gate that they don't know, boy, they're ready. They're ready to eat them up. So this morning we are talking about e-begging. How do you do it right? I want to learn. I want to learn the right way to e-beg. I mean, I know some people probably make a killing off of it, and I'm not good at it yet. So I'm trying to pick up my skills. So I was hoping some e-beggars would show up today and tell me all the secrets to a good e-beg line. Now I heard the the milk one. I've heard that many times. People told me about it, and even knows somebody that got taken by a person that kept wanting some milk money for their baby. So, oh, you got money to be online, but you can't pay for the baby's milk, huh? So I try to tell the person, what are you doing sending somebody money for milk if they're online talking to you? But anyways, it worked. She was making a boatload of money. So I need to step up my game. My DDs, as they call, as my wife says, DDs are all out of milk. The baby's still hungry. I need I need some milk money, everyone. It's a sales pitch. Yes, it is a sales pitch. But I know they get the person on the hook. You know, throw out that line, they get them on the hook, and then they start. How fast do they start asking for it? It's like, um, Is it within the day, within the first conversation? Uh, I would keep talking to you, but I got to figure out a way to get my kids some milk money. So, yeah, manipulation. Yeah, small manipulation treaty for honest people. Hey, is that Surge? Is that a book? I have not read that. I was into sales. I worked in sales, and I was so good at it back in the day that I got a promotion to be the store manager, and I guess they got tired of paying me so much in commissions, so they made me the boss. But I read a lot of books on sales and what how to sell, and my favorite my favorite one was a guy named Zig Ziglar. He put out a lot of different sales training and stuff. Loved his books. Back then, um, it was on tapes. Tapes like cassette tapes. So I bought the whole deal on tapes. So I'd listen to my tapes on the way back and forth to work, and I always get some new material to go in there and sell and stuff. People who are begging didn't get their head screwed on properly. Now, Donald, come on, let's let's think about that. If they're begging, maybe they know something that we don't know. Maybe they, I'm thinking conscience here. Maybe their conscience isn't screwed on, but their head is because they're out there begging and getting that money. So maybe that works. Tropical Tim Bill, I never asked yesterday what was the business you and Mercy were trying to open. Tropical Tim, there was a few different businesses and not just one. My wife, before we got married and I brought her to America, she owned three water stations and laundry shops, and that's what she had here. We still own some of that equipment, and I assumed one of the businesses that we would reopen it would be a water station slash laundry um, um, deal. But there's some more, and Tropical Tim, I'd love to talk to you more about it, and that is actually I've been waiting to get my name pulled in your bowl. I was going to bring up that topic as far as good business ideals for the Philippines. What do other people think? Um, because here with the crab mentality, if you will, it is um, it's very tricky what business that you open and what kind of success rate you're going to have and where and how and all that good stuff. But I've been looking at it, and I'm not very good uh, here in the Philippines yet, so I never pulled the trigger. But we'll talk about it more later. I want to get this e-bagging uh, mastered, so I can get this milk money for my kids. Yeah. Why do they do it in the first place? Yeah. And who are they? Well, uh, Donald, from what I understand, most of them that I've seen are young ladies, whether they're single mothers or um, most of them are kind of attractive, and why they do it and how they do it. That is it's always interesting. Banging to get the money, the oldest profession known. There you are, Tropical Tim. Except for, some people offer those cam shows, which I've been offering to people, but nobody's taking me up on. I said, I'll give you a cam show you'll never forget. Uh, you pay me enough, you'll get a great cam show. You might have to bleach your eyeballs out after I get finished, but it will be great. Yeah, Tropical Tim, I know my name is in there. I just been waiting for it though. But I don't show up to every one of your LSs, but I try to. I if I'm available, I try to be there, my friend. And you guys should too. If you don't know my man Tropical Tim, hook up. My buddy, my friend, my longtime friend, is in the house today as well. The Rickster. He is. I'm trying to get him rolling a little bit here on YT, and he changed up the name of his channel. There he is, the Rickster. His name is Rick, so the Rickster. There you go. Um, so he is in the house. He's known me for 25 plus years at least. He used to work for me, so that's how I originally met him. I yelled at him a lot. No, nothing like that. I just yelled at him a little bit. Yeah, at the bleaching. Yes, it's you had to bleach your eyes after I give you a cam show. Uh, I wonder if somebody's going to like actually ask me to give them a cam show one of these days. That will be a mess. But as soon as the money is in the account, I will open up the camera. Oh, sorry guys. Just trying to have fun. I got up way too early. I was up at 3:30 this morning, and Rick is lost. Sorry about that, Rick. We were just having a little bit of fun. We were talking about my baby needs some milk, and I'm begging for money. I wonder if like YT hears this, they'll take down my put down put pull down my stream. Be like, this dude is straight begging for money here. Uh, oh, did she pull my name on? You know, Tropical Tim. I always wondered that. I was like, when I don't show up, she's gonna pull my name. Then I've heard her pull like several other people's name. No, I know my name is in there because we go way back. Yeah, I have no doubt I'm in that bowl. It's just when I'm sitting there waiting, I'm like, oh, I got this good topic. I'm ready. I'm ready. Well, I think it's an interesting topic, side topic. Maybe nobody knows or cares about it, but I thought I would look at that. Look at that. Somebody is giving me some money for my baby's milk. Did you see Christian? Christian, my babies are going to eat today because of you, my friend. They are going to have milk in their bowl. Finally, after all my begging, it's finally paying off. When my man Christian comes in, he doesn't say hi to me. He says, "Bam! Look at that." He's the man right there. If you guys don't know Christian and Giggly Girl, check him out. Christian, hey, I'm hoping he's gonna be my neighbor one of these days. We'll see what happens, right? Thank you, Christian. We appreciate you. Thank you. Salamat. Here I am going to thought I'd already did this, but copy the link. You know, I'm not good. Christian has I tried to learn from Christian about how to work this StreamYard, but I'm not there yet. I don't know tricks. I barely got the ticker thing running across the bottom of the screen. It took me 15 minutes to figure that one out. And yes, I thought it was a joke. It it is a joke. My kids do not need milk money. They they drink milk over here though, but it's kind of weird. It's not like in America going to get the milk at the store. There it is. I threw up the link in case anybody wants to come up on the screen with me and be nice. Don't don't uh, don't get on to me too hard for e-bagging. That's what we're talking about today. E-bagging. How do you do it? I need some teachers. No, I just wanted to know what you guys think and have you seen it? Have you been to a channel where they actually the person is straight up e-begging? You know, I can't say that I've seen somebody on YT straight begging, but I keep hearing about it. Um, you know, all my friends that are monetized, I've never heard them say, "Hey guys, I need. Can you do this? Can you send me the money? Can you do? You know, hey, I really need it. Hey, if somebody blesses me with some money, hey, just like my man Christian right there, he considers us and he wants to bless us, and hey, we're it's all good right there. We know it's coming from the heart. We know what kind of character he is. We know he's not asking me for private pictures. I see we got Rick. Rick, if you turn off your camera, do you see where you can turn off your camera there? My man Rick's in the backstage there. We got John Baker. He's about to come up. Hey, he's taking a walk here. Let's there you go, Rick. Let's see. Let's bring up Rick. And hold on, I gotta switch. Here's Rick. You see where you can turn off the camera there? Hey Rick, you gotta turn off your YouTube, or we're gonna get that nasty feedback.
Oh,
Go back to YouTube and hit mute. I'm gonna mute your this until you get that fixed, and then I'll come check on you in a second. Okay. Oop. Oh, here we go. He accidentally took himself down. Got John Baker's coming up. Look at that. He's taking us for a ride. Good morning. Good morning. Or good afternoon. Wow. I feel like I'm riding a bicycle. I don't know if I can remember how. It's been a minute. Donnie's coming up. Everybody say hi to our newest friend, Donnie. Here he goes. Let me see here. There he goes. How you doing, sir? Oh, did I get a little feedback there? I think you're good. Uh-oh. I think John's providing us with the wind effect. I feel the wind in my hair.
You can mute mine.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
There he goes.
How's it going, Mr. Riley?
Pretty good yourself, sir?
I'm okay. I finished my work like almost 2 hours ago.
Awesome,
It's just past
awesome.
midnight here, so
Wait, what time did you say it was? I heard night, but
yeah, I said I finished work at 10 p.m. and it's now
okay.
just past midnight.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So you're actually into the AM.
Yeah,
Yeah. Tropical Tim, I did see some of last night's daily exchange. About 35 minutes in, my wife called me to the table, so I couldn't pass up food. So I had to I had to leave out. So let's see who else we got over in the chat. Let's see. Did you know it is illegal for Philippines to donate milk to a mother with the child? Oh, I did not know that. That's a new one. Have you ever heard that? Anyone? That it's illegal to donate milk?
I know it's illegal to offer money in the Philippines, but I never heard that it
Yeah,
was illegal to donate milk.
yeah, yeah. I know they got some touchy rules, as far as non for profits and all that type of stuff. And that's why I try not to mess up and do the wrong thing or say the wrong thing. I've had people see some of the stuff I was doing. I played Santa Claus and some different stuff like that while I've been here in the Philippines, and people have offered money for the kids, to get them Christmas stuff, but I always have to tell the person you can give me the money and I'll do with it as I choose to, but I cannot accept any money for anyone other than myself. So, and then if you give me money, I do with it what I want to do, but I'm not accepting money for to buy something for somebody else. So that's a slippery slope, and I'm not traveling down it. So yeah, Tropical Tim tells me his show last night was epic. It was pretty good there. I know you had a serious topic on there last night, if you will, Tropical Tim, and I know some people like and some people don't. Some people agree. Look at all the people out. Jane, John, look at all that. The dog park. Look at all the doggies. Wow.
No social distancing for dogs, that's for sure.
They're sniffing both ends. They don't even care. Uh, John, throw your thumb up anytime you want me to unmute you there. Yeah. And thank you guys, everybody that's over in the chat. Uh, I'm not the best at reading all the chats and stuff, but please feel free to write and talk, communicate with each other. And hey, it looks pretty warm. Somebody's got the sleeveless shirts on and stuff. I know it's warm here. It's probably my face feels like it's about 85 already this morning, but I don't know what it is. Mm. The real Joey B is in the house. Everybody say hello to Mr. Joey B. No, the real Joey B, not the fake one. That dude is the real one. It's been verified. Yes. Oh, well, thank you, Donnie, for the tip as far as making the letters go bigger on my laptop here. And you would think I'd figure that out, from using a laptop before, but It's like I get on these different programs and you think, oh, I can't do that here for some reason, and I don't know. I got
Well,
morning.
it's my pleasure to help out. You know, those normal basic commands, they work on every laptop. So
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, this laptop that I use here for my YT and stuff, it is it's pretty ancient. I don't even know what I'm not good with any of this kind of stuff, but it's pretty old, and I'm surprised it even works still. I've had it for at least I would say 8 years at least, and I feel like I got my money out of it,
that's a
and
real
we
old
just
timer.
keep pushing, right? We just keep pushing. Uh, we had planned on getting it updated and stuff because it's still good and stuff, and but I didn't want to spend too much money on getting it fixed up. My wife has a laptop, one of the touch screens and all that good stuff, but I don't want to tear it up. I feel like if I mess with it too much, she's not going to have it too long. So yeah, we still got Surge in the house and Sean Williams, Real Joey B, Miss Rena Hall. Yeah, my buddy Rick, I don't know what he did, but he popped down and never came back. I was about to, I was about to throw him up. Oh, I did throw him up, but he forgot to mute his YouTube, so he had a loud echo in there. I think he's only been up on camera one time. So, having fun with the topic today, everybody. Hope everybody realized that, that's what it's about today. It's just a little bit of fun. It was a carryover from Miss Rena Hall show. It was a side topic. It wasn't even the topic. It was just, you know, when you're on a show, all suddenly it starts going this way and that way and some of this. But I thought it was funny, and thought, yeah, why not? Hey, the Rickster is saying I cannot figure out the volume thing. Rickster, all you have to do is you're watching on YouTube, and then when you go and follow the link to come up here, you just go back to your YouTube and you hit mute, and that will mute the volume, so you won't have that huge echo. So if you can mute me right now, I'll send you the link again, and then you just follow it and come up. Easy peasy. Hey, is everybody enjoying I'm assuming John is on a bicycle. I'm hoping he doesn't walk like this. He's one of those fast walkers.
He would lose lots of calories doing that.
Right, right. Oh, man. Look, he's off-roading now. Hey, I feel like he's exercising for me, so I'm counting this as a workout today. This is my morning workout. I appreciate it. Star Glazer's in the house. Thank you for coming by. We appreciate you. Is that Grazer? So all the stores around me is ran out of this water stuff that I drink. Usually I have the big one. I drink on that nearly all day, kind of like a Gatorade, but it's without all the goofy flavors, and it helps me because I sweat a lot here. But I bought them all out. Nobody has it anymore except for little ones like this. And then these cost like this is what 900 ml. So I usually buy the 2 liter. Uh, and this is almost the same price, so I won't be buying very many of these. Uh-oh. Multitasking, says Miss Rena Hall. She's dancing, singing, cleaning, and YouTubing all at the same time. She's multi-talented. Look, we're under a bridge. That is pretty awesome. So we're on a jogging / bike trail here. Live. This is what you get if you come to our show. Never know. You just never know. You could have to stare at my beautiful face the whole show, or we can be traveling. Yeah. Let's see here. Yes, Joey B, did you watch me? I knew you were watching my live stream. See, Irina, Joey B be checking her out. He was trying to figure out this baby needs milk money, and he was going to send it in via snail mail. Your check should be there in 3 to 8 months. Don't cash it until you let me know first. Make sure the milk money is in the bank. So yeah, I've heard of the milk money deal from people though, and it sounds like it works pretty good, that scam, and then they go to the next person, get their milk money from them, and the last person I heard of doing it is like building a big house with her milk money.
It's a money pitch. In my eyes, it's a money pitch. It's a sales pitch.
Yes.
It's a meaning by that, you make up a channel, and from once they start to get monetized, they're trying to get as much viewers on their live streams, videos, whatever, what they do. And you work, after a while, you get to know those people, and you become familiar. And then those other people that you become familiar with, they have their own live streams. So, and what they do most of the time is exchanging. That's what I see in my personal opinion. You have those YouTubers following another YouTuber, and they will say, okay, that person who is live streaming starts a topic, and then suddenly you have people starting to give you money, like Christian just did. You didn't ask for anything, so those people are just doing it out of free will. So I have nothing against that. But then you have other YouTubers who create stories and then try to sympathize with people so that people would be giving money for the story. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then on the other side, then they see, okay, this is starting to run good, and then they set up something else, and they try to promote that on their live stream. And then you have other people that go to their own channel, and they are promoting the channel that they have been visiting.
Right.
And it always jumps back and forth. And then suddenly, every 15 minutes, they just, jump up. Oh, don't forget to go to my website, for instance. If you click on that, I get a small commission, yada, 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 and they let it fall. And then another 15, 20 minutes later, they come in, and then they say the same thing again. And it's like an emotional switch that you turn on every time to people, and suddenly you reply it, because in those 15 minutes, you always have new people joining.
Right.
Who are not aware of your channel, or because YouTube is all about subscribing hours. But then it's not only that, it's there's a whole algorithm behind it. It doesn't mean that you have 1 million subscribers that you're gonna earn a lot. I've known channels with 50,000, 60,000 people, and they make more than somebody who's having 500,000 subscribers. It depends what you create. But it's kind of a mill that keeps turning and turning, and you need some help with other people to promote your business. It's like you would actually doing a real life business, you know, the quickest advertisement, how you make quickest advertisement for your business is by communication, mouth to mouth.
Right.
People are spreading the word, you know, and the same pitch is being done, same sales pitch is being done on YouTube. People are promoting other people's services or, you know, what they're offering. And then the thing behind the main thing, you know, like YouTube is their main occupation, but then they have a little side hustle, you know, like drop shipping or whatever they do, you know, and they try to promote that also. And then you have your friends come in and they take it back to their own channel, and it's like a mill, keeps turning and turning. And that's the kind of thing that they're doing. But then also, you know, you have to watch out. In my opinion, you have to watch out how you do it, when you do it, and to who you do it, because it's not always safe to just throw up there and for everybody to watch and say, oh yeah, I'm dealing with this at the moment, you know, and it's not going well, you know, I'm suffering from this and that, and you're creating emotional, you know, I don't really know how to explain it, an emotional unconscious thing that flitches on for people to give you money,
Right.
you know, and that makes it feel like it's some type of begging. You know, if it was a GoFundMe thing, then you can actually research the source and the cost, and you know that money is going to go to a cause. With e-begging, you never know. People can e-beg, you know, they can start to ask for donations to do a certain thing. But that money that they receive will be spent on something else where you don't have any control of, by a figure of speech.
Right.
So, and that's my opinion about the e-begging.
Sure.
I don't know about others, but that's why I said, you know, for those who are e-begging, they don't have their head screwed on properly. Certainly for people, in cases for people who are retiring in other countries, you know, it's an easy thing to sit behind a screen and do some e-begging to build yourself a more sustainable income.
Right.
You know, but it's not the proper way. You have to make sure if you want to retire somewhere, you know, that you have a decent amount of money, making sure it's sustainable. And then yet again, what do you do when you run out of money?
Right.
You cannot compare it like people that are being thrown out the street, because those are real harsh life issues that they are dealing with. You know, those people, you know, seeing in the misery that they are in, that people that are sitting behind a computer and starting to create stories, you know, I want this and I need that, and man, you need to put yourself in those real beggars' shoes, because they are worse off than yourself.
Right.
Oh, somebody is having an echo. Rick?
Yeah, Rick. Like I said, my man Rick here is new to this.
Okay. Let's try again to unmute him and see if it works.
Yeah. Rick, do you have your YouTube muted? You can't have anything else like going with the YouTube in it, or it's going to give us a heck of an echo. So I'm going to unmute you and find out here. Did that unmute you?
No, you didn't unmute him yet.
He's
Or
looks
it's
like
him.
I think he's muted himself, is what it's telling me.
Okay. Rick, can you hear us? Shake your head. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you got the echo.
I don't know how to turn it off.
Hold on. First of all, you have YouTube open, right? And then you have StreamYard open. unmute the YouTube. Click on the micro on the loudspeaker button, and it will mark a cross over it on YouTube. And then the StreamYard, you don't have to do anything. You just have the mute button, but that you only have to use when you stop talking, so you don't interfere with other people on the panel when they are talking, so you don't step on each other.
Rick, it looks like you're unmuted. Say something real quick.
I don't know where the YouTube mute is. I'm muting the whole entire thing.
Your YouTube mute is in the picture of YouTube. It's like down in the corner, like of the picture. Like scroll across the picture. Welcome everybody in our chat room today, or in our chat box here. I don't know what you call it. But appreciate you coming out. There's POD, Philippines on Demand. Yeah, the Colts got a grade A for our good draft. Oh, why don't you just click off of YouTube? Just shut it down. That would definitely mute it. Did you get it there, Rick? Say something. Let me hear you.
Hello?
Okay, you got an echo, but I don't think it's as bad as it was. So, did you shut down? Was that Shoe Carnival or no Car Wash? Sorry about that. I was checking out where John was riding us to here. Looks like we're in a Walmart parking lot or something. Rick, you look confused, my friend.
I am.
How many screens do you have open? Which screen are you looking at?
I don't know. I clicked on the YouTube thing, and where is the mute?
To make it
It's
simple,
on the picture.
yeah, to make it simple, close YouTube. Close your YouTube screen.
Well, if I close YouTube, you'll close out.
No,
No. You actually followed the link. You're not in YouTube right now. So just shut down YouTube.
he shut himself off by closing the stream.
Right. He closed the whole thing instead of just one screen. You see what I got to deal with?
He probably clicked the X button in the top right corner instead of clicking off the tab.
Right. Looks like he might have popped back up here. Let me see here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, I did it.
Wow. That's amazing.
I'm in the
You did
show.
it. You're live for millions of people to see you, Rick.
See how it works out, Riley? I helped you out. You helped him out.
There it is. We'll all figure this out. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I'm thirsty and I need some milk.
Baby needs some milk, huh?
Yeah,
Oh man.
we're there.
Colts got an A. That's right, Tropical Tim. The Colts got an A for their draft picks. I see the Green Bay Packers got a D minus. I don't know what
I got a B.
Think so.
They did all right, but they said about half the players they drafted probably will pan out maybe year or two.
Yeah.
A wide receiver.
What about
A wide receiver from Notre Dame is gonna be right out of the gates though.
that's good. Hey, Philippines on Demand, Bill. What did the Lions? He's a Lions fan, Rick. So what did the Lions? What was their grade?
That's where I'm from.
Yeah. Travel with Tim. Oh man, it's good stuff. He says,
let me say good night to Rena because apparently she's leaving.
"Oh, Rena's leaving. Rena, the hostess with the mostest." She's going to the background.
So how much milk have you got so far, Bill?
Well, we're loading up on milk today. We're we're trying. We bought some milk, but now we're trying to buy the cow too.
Mm-hmm.
So we're keep trying to get more and more, right?
Never have too much milk.
Right. So, Bill, at Philippine On Demand, the D was for Green Bay, and the A minus is for the Lions, or the D is for who did you give the D to?
The Patriots.
Patriots got a D. Now,
They didn't even draft a quarterback.
There's just one going to show up there.
They might. Jerry thinks they're going to try to get Brissett back. Since Rivers is with the Colts now.
Yeah. Who knows? We drafted a quarterback too, so kind of weird. Green Bay.
So, Mr. Rick, what is your thought about the e-bagging thing?
Say that again?
What is your thought about the e-bagging?
I'm new to it. Teach me how to do it.
Oh.
Teach me. That's what I'm trying to learn. How to do it the best way. No, it's
Hey, I'm open to learning.
right, e-begging.
Yeah.
Not making money, but begging. That's you just begging for, if you will. Donnie, would you consider it tricking somebody into giving you money? Yeah.
Well, baby, in my shoes.
Right. Yeah. Green Bay was my lowest grade. Wow.
Ask him what the Steelers grade was.
Yeah. Filipino on Demand. Did you hear the Rick? He's asking about the Steelers. That's his team, but he's from Michigan, so he kind of halfway likes the Lions as well. He might not admit it.
Yeah, I went and seen Barry Sanders a couple times.
See?
Who's driving down the road?
That is John. He's taking us for a bike ride.
Okay.
It's pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah.
Next time you're out there riding your bicycle, you can do the same thing for us.
Yeah, right.
Are you saying you don't ride a bike?
I used to, then someone stole it.
Ah, man.
I
You quit throwing it.
had a nice Schwinn that I bought from the Schwinn shop, man. It was expensive and everything, and I left it outside and someone took it.
Well, you're not supposed to throw it down in the front yard, right there by the road where everybody driving by.
Oh, I used a kickstand.
Well, at least she didn't put any scratches on it for them.
Yeah.
They got a nice, clean bike. Yep.
It was pretty neat. It was an 18 speed, and it where you could like switch the handlebars to like mountain bike or regular road bike.
Bandon Boys is in the house. Hello, my friend. Welcome. Welcome to the Philippines. We're coming to you.
Milk.
Yeah, and we're looking for milk money today. baby needs some new milk. Joe, it's joke. We're joking. We're just talking about some e-bagging today, and what other topics that jump up along the way. There's some NFL talk. Abandoned Boys, are you a Colts fan? Oh, John has just gotten off his motorcycle. It went from a bicycle to a motorcycle.
That's a nice truck.
Yeah. Is that the Dodge? Oh. Now he's going to take us on a car ride. I feel like a happy puppy today. Let's go on a car ride. Not Abandoned Boys is not a Colts fan. Who you got? Who do you got, Abandoned Boys? Are you a Steelers fan? Eagles. He's the Eagles fan.
Same state.
Yeah. They used to be the same team there for a season or two.
During the war.
During the war. See? That's going way back, right?
Yeah, the Steagles.
Steagles?
Steagles.
Yeah.
I ain't lying.
I'm believing
You can't
it.
make that up.
Is that when they wore those yellow and black?
No. I don't know. Those need to go.
Look, I'm a Buccaneers fan now. Look at this.
Man, you're just following Brady all around, aren't you?
That's it. Wherever he goes, I go. My buddy. My buddy. I'm a bandwagon fan over here. Colts.
I'm just spitballing here, but I get the sense that Donnie isn't into football.
Yeah, Donnie's not from the U.S., so his football is totally different, right?
I didn't say good or bad. I just can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's from the UK, so his football is a different look. He's got the original football.
Right. He's muted.
Yeah, he's talking to somebody. And it's not you.
I know.
He's getting his milk money from somewhere else. We should get Bill to come up here and tell us all his grades again. He did a whole show. Eagles drafted 10 players, got younger and faster. Gave them an A.
Who?
Philippines on Demand gave them an A. The Eagles.
Where'd Donnie go?
He went down. He turned off his camera. You got closer.
Who, me?
Yeah. I like to see your arm and your part of your drum set.
That's good. That was the plan. You don't want to see the rest of the room.
I thought you were just gonna stick the circle up. If you turn your camera off, you'll have like Donnie has there. You see the little thing there that you
I'm
turn.
okay for a minute.
Oh, you're it's either way. Some people don't like their face up there, so either way. As long as I get to see the face before they come up.
Huh. There he is.
There he is. Ah, the boss. I can't read what it says. I see boss.
There we go.
You're just showing the drum set in the corner.
Hmm.
You had to dig it out of the corner to play or push the bed out of the way, right?
The drum set looks better than me.
Yeah. Well, that's not too hard.
I know.
Joke. Look, I'm trying to do the itch the back with the fake sword here. Whoosh. Swashbuckler. The Bucks are coming after the whole NFL.
Want me to share a chopstick?
Some chopsticks, yes. the multi-purpose chopsticks.
You need one of these, Donnie.
Drumstick, yeah.
You need a back scratcher.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a butt scratcher.
No, I haven't done that yet.
Not yet, huh? John, thank you for taking us for a ride. We really appreciate that, my friend. Yeah. We were all over the place.
So how's that PayPal working for you?
I don't know. The PayPal is there. You see, I put it up there and I put, is this begging? Because it's going across the screen. It's like subliminal message. I need milk. So later on, I go back and I have enough money to buy a cow because it worked so well.
You've seen what we've been doing, right? Here
What's that?
with milk?
No,
You don't know?
no.
There was like a week or two there where like farms were just dumping like thousands and thousands and by the tens of thousands of gallons a day just down the drain.
Wow.
Yes.
Because there's no demand for it.
Wow.
School's all out, and nobody could go to the stores and shit.
Yeah.
And they showed like pipes like with milk just pouring out into a drain.
Crazy.
And they couldn't give it away because it wasn't like in the form of where it actually hits the store floor.
Right.
It was just
Non-pasteurized. Yeah. Straight. That's how I got a lot of friends that's how they buy it. So they get it straight from the cow or the goat or whatever.
But with red tape, they could have gave it away, but regulations were preventing them.
Yeah, that's how it is.
A lot of people could have used that.
Yeah.
Especially them people that need some milk for their babies.
Right. I mean, look. They could have just shipped it in a shipping container straight to me. I mean, in 2 months when they got here, we'd been good.
Might have been but
we'd have had plenty of cottage cheese.
right.
Let's see if I can. One of these days, I'm going to figure out how to do all the magic tricks over here on StreamYard.
Teach you.
You're gonna teach me?
Yeah, you want to know for me.
Yeah. The blind leading the blind. Yeah, I was telling everybody before I bring you up, Rick, that you used to work for me.
I heard you
Uh-oh.
telling everybody about how much you yelled at me.
I tried to yell at you. But you had a thick skull, so it didn't get through.
What did you do back home, Roddy?
The last thing that I did before I left, I had been in retail for basically all my life, retail or grocery. But I went to FedEx, worked for them, got injured, and then I worked for them for 8 years. And then I had just gotten my real estate license, and I was doing real estate. Woohoo. And I did. I had a lot of sideline stuff that I did. I drove for Uber and Lyft, and I've had online eBay stores, and I flip cars on the side. So I'm one of those guys that did a little bit of everything and a whole lot of nothing right. Somebody's trying to touch their guitar while we're talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wanted to swat them. Donnie, did I hear the other day that you worked at the hospital?
Yeah, I'm working at the hospital. Yeah,
Awesome.
we live on site at the hospital. You know, we are key workers and we have accommodations. Well, the hospital provides accommodations for key workers, and we live on site. So in case of emergencies, we are there in 2 minutes.
Wow. Awesome.
So that's the advantage. The other advantage is the rent that we need to pay here is about 20% cheaper than the private market. But still, it's hell of expensive living here in the UK.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you
that's what I hear.
to give you a small example, a 2-bedroom apartment here. Well, it's I don't really call it an apartment. It's an oversized studio. 2-bedroom, the living room, bathroom, and a small kitchen. We pay about £1,250. So in USD, I have no clue how much that is. Let me do a conversion. But it's expensive. It's more expensive living here than where I originally come from, because originally I'm a Belgian guy, so I used to live in Belgium.
Awesome.
So £1,250 is equivalent to 1,544 USD.
Wow.
You have a nice
New
house
York.
with that.
And that's only the rent. Then I'm not talking about the council tax. The council tax, you can add $100 on top of it.
Right.
But in that rent, everything is included, like water, electricity, the gas, central heating, and then internet is included in everything. But apart from
that works.
Hey, Donnie,
yeah,
what's on your back wall? That round thing.
man, that's something religious because I'm living with a Filipina.
Oh,
And
okay. From here, it looks like a drum cymbal.
No. It's just a reflection. Let me hold on. It's just a reflection. Is the Christ with the 12 apostles.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, it did look like a drum cymbal too.
Yeah, it's with the reflection.
Yeah.
But that's something for her, not for me, because I'm not a believer. So
Right. The the weird thing that I got into, Donnie. I don't know if you know about these things, but thanks to YouTube, I got into narrow boating. Are you familiar with narrow boats? Um, they are in the canals in the UK, and people live on them. And I got addicted to it there for a long time. I still, subscribe to the people's channel, but like I kind of have a mindset of like tiny homes, small homes, kind of thing. And it was something that I got interested in there. And pretty cool.
You have
Place
a
to
big,
live.
yeah, there's a big community. Certainly, the areas around London, because London is, phew, man, it's twice as expensive, if not even 3 times as expensive to live there. And people are trying to find the tiny, homesteads, tiny homes. Even we have a huge in the UK. There's a huge camper community. They live in their vans,
Right.
converted vans, things like that, and they allow you to live in there as long as you provide an official address with a friend or family member, to send your mail to, and the insurances and things like that. Other than that, you can just, roam around year in, year out. People have left here from the UK. They've been roaming around across Europe. I've known a couple of them. They are now at the moment stuck in Northern Africa because of the whole CV thing.
Right.
And but there is a huge community, and certainly in the small boats, they can relatively buy them cheap, and they renovate it according to their needs.
Right.
And if you're a person who is not really into the luxury stuff, back to basic living, well, you can make it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can if the boat is worthy to use, you can cross the UK if you want to.
Right. Yeah, I think it's very interesting, and I could see myself one day moving into something tiny home related,
Mhm.
just because I'm not into, I've had a huge house before and all that kind of stuff, and it's
Hey, have you ever seen that show, Treehouse Master?
yeah.
That guy built some nice like tree houses that
Right.
look like modern like tiny houses, like you said.
Yeah. But I like to do something like that, even if it's not a full time resident, but a place to get away to, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Maybe one day. So
Hey Donnie, have you ever been to Liverpool?
I've been to Liverpool once. I've been to Blackpool. That was the first trip I ever made to UK. Never again.
Mhm.
Never again. Blackpool is as, how would you say it? It's a dangerous place to be. During the day, it's okay, but once it starts to become, 7 o'clock, 7:30, other type of people are coming out, and it's not really safe to walk out there.
The roaches.
Sorry?
The roaches are coming out.
Yeah. The human type one. Other than that, no, I've not been anywhere apart from those places, except here in the neighborhood, because I came originally here in the UK like 2 years and a half ago, well, something like that, in December 2017, because of my partner. She lives here in the UK, Filipina that I met, but she lives here in the UK for 15 years. She has a British citizenship, so, and
Awesome.
we got in touch with each other, and from one came to the other, and eventually we decided to move in with each other. So, and I made the decision to leave everything behind back home and to come to the UK.
Right.
But if you see the way how well the way the expensive life it is here, if it was up to me, and if I could convince my spouse to move back to Belgium, I would have done it a long time ago. But in order for her to move back to my country, she needs to know the Dutch language and the French language, because she's a nurse. She's a surgical nurse, so she needs to know at least those two languages in order to be able to help patients and things like that. Um, but it's not easy for her to accomplish that.
Right.
So for me, it was a more logical step to come to the UK.
We got a state called Kentucky that would probably be a lot cheaper.
Kentucky. The Rick has jokes. Watch out. They might be lame, but
Well,
he's got them.
he said about $1,500. You could probably live real nice in like Missouri or something, or Kansas.
Well, Kentucky, like you mentioned, it's pretty cheap to live there.
You could probably live on half that
Oh yeah,
for rent.
nice
To be
big
quite-
place.
To be quite honest, I've been to the States. I've been backpacking in the States in 2004, 2005 for about 8 months. I was stuck in LA and in Las Vegas for 3 weeks. I've been staying in Las Vegas for 3 weeks. I've seen the beauty there, but I've seen more the dark side than the beauty and the glamour. From there, I went to Mesquite, Nevada. And then I went from Nevada to Portland. And from Portland, I went to San Diego, California. But that was during a trip with a homeless guy, on his bicycle. And every 2 months, he made a trip from Nevada to San Francisco, Nevada, San Francisco. And on the way, he picked up brooms, from trees. And he took the bark off, and then he, in the blazing sun, with a magnifying glass, he was burning or etching designs into it.
Wow.
And the only expense that he had was a cheap oil to wax it, to oil it, and he was selling that for depending to the size of the stick and the designs and the thickness, he was selling it between 35 and 70 USD a pop. And that's the way how he sustained himself, because he had no home. We were sleeping together at bus transfer stations.
Right.
But then after a couple of days, when he took off, after a couple of days, there were citizens coming up towards me, you cannot sleep under the blue sky like this, because if the cops see you, you will be fined 150 USD per time when they catch you.
Right.
So eventually, some guy he offered me, you can go to a shelter place, and so he showed me a shelter place, and I got stuck there for about 4 days, and that was quite an adventure on its own. If you have to live in a shelter, they make you wake up at 6:30 in the morning, 6:45. You have to be ready, washed and ready to go to the breakfast table. Then you need to sign up for Bible study, because if you don't file yourself, or you don't sign yourself in for Bible study, you will not get any lunch. So you sign up for Bible study, you get lunch, and during the whole thing, before he started his Bible study, we don't accept people in here, who are drunks, addicts, sex delinquents, things like that. All what's bad cannot enter there. You cannot cuss, you cannot do this, you cannot drink, you cannot do drugs, you cannot, prostitute yourself, whatever it may be. Okay, and so he explained all the rules, and then he did his Bible study. But guess who was the first person who was cussing after the Bible study? Was the so-called preacher himself. But then eventually I figured out, and I heard from others, from those who lived there for quite a long time, that it's not about all this, it's just because of the funds. Because the
Right.
more people they get into the Bible study, they are being subsidized by the local authorities, or by the local government to feed people. So, and the more that they were able to get in the Bible study, the more money they got. Even if people decided, I don't want the lunch anymore, for them, they just canceled it. But that was money for them to put in the till.
Right.
And eventually,
It's about money here.
I'm sorry.
Everything's about money here.
Yeah, but it's about it's a little bit everywhere. But the most shocking part was I was sleeping to a 46-year-old guy. His name was Scott, and I was talking to him during those couple of days, and then on the third day, we woke up in the morning. Well, I woke up in the morning, and he was still laying in bed. But I thought, okay, maybe he got drunk or whatever, behind the door, drinking, taking zips left and right. And so I was trying to wake him up, no reaction. Wake him up, no reaction. But then the manager who was running the place, he was trying to wake him up, no, nothing. He came up with a little piece of mirror, put it underneath his nose, to see if there was any condensation on the mirror. Nothing at all. We found him dead in bed. And the only thing what they did, they called the fire department. They picked the guy up, and he was buried, so-called as anonymous, because the name Scott was not his real name. They couldn't figure out who he really was because he had no papers or anything at all, although he was a American citizen. And yeah, that was quite a harsh moment at that specific moment. And made you realize, life is too short, go ahead, enjoy what's ahead of you, and live your life daily. And ever since then, from that moment, I've been just roaming around between, that's when I met the other guy which I told you about making the sticks, walking sticks and the canes. And I just went up and back, from Mesquite, Portland to San Diego, a couple times, and eventually, then I decided to come back here after 8 months, because I overstayed my visa because I was there on a tourist visa. So a tourist visa is normally valid for 3 months, and so I volunteered myself to go back in order just to avoid, that the cops would take me. And deport me and ban me from coming in, because the first time when you get banned is 2 years, the second time is 5 years, third time is 10 years, and then it's lifetime. And that's where I volunteered myself to go back home where I used to live. So that was my little adventure there. But I have to say, from what I've seen, I have not been in the south of the U.S. Yet. But from the people that I have encountered with, it leaves me some kind of a double feeling of, as a kid here in the Western, everything is they make it seem like it's all big, all dreamy, go to the States, opportunities left and right, land of freedom of speech, and all the things what you can do. But then when you actually go there, it's a totally different view. In my eyes, the first weeks that I was there, I was living on the West Main Street, somewhere in Mesquite, and I wanted to go to a 7-Eleven, which was a half a mile down the road. So and I took the high street to go there, and then when I came out, cops came up there. And they greeted me, and I said, hello, good evening, how are you doing? But then immediately on the voice, they heard that I was not an American. So, and they started to interrogating me. Oh, where do you come from? Oh, I'm from Belgium. Okay, and what do you do here? Oh, I'm just roaming around, backpacking, enjoying the country. Okay, where do you stay? Oh, West Main Road. Okay, how did you come here? On foot. Okay, and what street did you take to come here? I said, well, I just came down. Okay, well, how are you gonna go back? Said, well, since I'm a tourist, I want to go back on the backside so I can have a view. No, 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 no. He said to me, you're gonna go back where you came from. And I was a little bit protesting a little bit, not even standing up or provoking, just pushing against his order, and immediately, the cops, the cuffs on.
Right.
So, and that's what they do, and that from that moment, I realized, okay, this is a police state. That you cannot go out of the line, or
Right.
or they grab you for something really stupid. And it's
Right.
and it's a real shame, for people who want to visit and they encounter things like that. You bring that back home,
Right.
and if other people are asking your experiences, well, those are the things what you have to say. It doesn't seem to be, matching with what they are saying, what they are giving us on the images on TV, and then comparing it with reality. It doesn't match at all.
Right. Right.
And that's kind of a shame.
Yeah. I'd just
Yeah.
like to say hi real quick to Darren Asab. Welcome back. Adrian, welcome, my friend. And Bear G's in the building. Hello, Bear G. Yeah, it's definitely, depending on where you're going and where you're at and stuff, especially like California, they have a lot of that's just, if you ask me, it's an issue state. They got a lot of issues. Um, Not saying that it's all bad or anything like that, or all the rest of the country is good. Every place has its issues,
Mhm.
but it seems like I hear more stories out of California, out of that, the West Coast of America, that is scary. I mean, it's wild.
Yeah,
We're,
that's why.
we're from the Midwest.
Yeah,
I'm in the middle of the country, so I don't see a lot of that craziness.
That's why I wanted to say, I don't want to generalize the whole United States, but the parts where I have been, the West Side, no, it's not for me anymore. Then the other thing is, well, I rather want to go visit than down south. I've met people from North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, Kentucky, those kind of places. And I actually have now a member of my partner's family staying in Chicago at the moment, but she was initially in Indianapolis, in a Marriott hotel. But now she is stuck there because she came from the Philippines to do a hotel management course. She was invited, and she will be coming back now, I think next week, back to the Philippines, because of the lockdown, the hotels are closed, so the whole course is fell in water. They cannot do anything, so they laid off those people. And she wanted to come back immediately, but I told her, enjoy your moments that you can have there, even if it's for 2 more weeks. Just sniff up the American atmosphere, the ambience you have there, because it was her first time also to go abroad from the Philippines. So
Right.
I'm eager to hear her stories now when she comes back, and see how she got herself acquainted with the American way of life.
Right. Well, she was from she was in Indianapolis, so that's where we're from.
Mhm.
Rick lives there still, but that's where we are. But that Marriott hotel down in Indianapolis, there, it's something really nice to see. And she, if she got some photos and videos and stuff of that, it's a big, beautiful place.
Mhm.
So yeah, be
Yeah,
interesting to see what else she's seen.
I thought I saw her. I can be wrong, but in Alvin Park in Chicago, that she was, and that was my last picture I've seen from her since last week. So, but I'm eager to hear her story when she comes back.
Yeah, yeah.
Figure
I
out.
believe I believe that park is the one. It has like a big mirrored ball egg
Yeah,
looking.
yeah.
It's very close to the Philippines council or Philippines mini embassy there in Chicago,
Mm.
and we had to travel up there. My wife got she's a dual citizen of the Philippines and America, so once she got her citizenship there in America, we had to go up to Chicago so she could get her citizenship back for the Philippines as well to
Mhm.
become a dual. So, but we traveled up there a lot to. That's where we usually flew out of and all that kind of good stuff to come to the Philippines.
Yeah. Anyways, for me, I have to let you go, guys, because in the meantime, it's 1:15 a.m.
Hey, okay.
Try and do my own live stream in the morning, so before I go to work.
Sounds good.
Thanks
Sounds
for letting
good.
me.
Hey, have a good one now. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you, Rick. See you, Mr. Riley. Regards to the family.
Appreciate it.
And
You guys too. Take
yeah,
care. Stay safe.
yeah, we always try, man. We always try.
Yeah, exactly.
Good night, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Appreciate it. You too now.
Bye bye.
See you later.
So the Rickster, now we get a bigger view of your drum set. Hey, if anybody like to come up, just let me know and I can drop down the link. I think I keep dropping it, but sometimes I forget. We got about 7 people in the house. We've been talking about e-begging. We're trying to learn how to do it right. We're trying to see the right ways and the wrong ways of doing this e-begging.
Yeah,
No, that is
we
a
can go
joke.
for milk though.
Yeah. Well, you gotta say your baby needs some milk. That's the one people use and it works. So the
Well, we
baby
gotta be
needs a cow.
more creative.
Well, come on, Rick. Why are we trying to redo the wheel here?
Like my
The
brother needs
wheel
a car.
needs some new shoes. Baby needs some shoes.
My brother needs a new motorcycle.
You're not just begging a little bit, but you're begging big, huh?
Might as well shoot for the stars.
Right. Yeah, that's it's a trip though to see the e-baggers, if you will, and it's people do it different ways, and there's different things that they say and how they manipulate to get what they are after, the money, the and I hear the phrase here on YouTube a lot, e-begging. So people will throw out those sad stories, and like me. I mean, look at me. I'm wasting away to nothing over here, and I really need that lunch money.
And that calcium.
I mean, look. I'm getting too thin. You can see my bones in my chest.
I know. Almost don't recognize you.
Right. Oh, I am Seth. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are clowning today, talking about some e-begging. That's one of the many topics. We went on a bike ride with John. Took us around the place. We've seen the dog park. It's been an interesting chat this far.
So, Bill,
Yes, go ahead, hit me.
did you have an inkling to get your Santa Claus suit out the other day?
Oh, for that snow.
Yeah.
That video, I actually took that video back last year.
Oh, I just watched it. And I was like,
No,
come on. I knew it
yeah,
was tricks.
right. I know it was. What I'm doing right now is I'm going back to some of my old videos, old footage, and reposting some of them or redoing them and putting them out there. Back when I didn't have anybody watching my videos.
Well,
So
I was like, not knowing 100% for sure what could possibly be going on. And I'm like, man, I still got a half of a thought that he's messing, and then all of a sudden I seen that thing shooting snow. I'm like, yeah. I was like, maybe like it actually did start snowing.
Right. But it was actually soap bubbles. I kept hearing them. They were saying there was a snow machine there and they're gonna make it snow. I was like, no, I mean it's 90 degrees out here. How they ain't gonna make nothing snow?
The reason I say that is because I think it was like yesterday or the day before, or it was within the last few days or something. It actually snowed over in Maine.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The Hapsters is in the house. Hello, hello, hello.
So I was thinking anything's possible.
Never, I've never heard it snowing here, so I mean, you never know though.
Yeah, you know our weather.
Yeah. PJB is in the house. Looky, looky, looky. How's it going? Yeah, it snowed. When was the last time it snowed in Coronadale? Never. We're so close to the equator that if it snowed, there'd be so many Filipino popsicles.
So are you saying that it'll like rain frogs before it snows?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Did you see my wife's live stream yesterday? It
No.
had rained and they caught frogs and made it into a frog dish. Frog adobo.
Oh, I seen the bowl of frog legs. Or
Yep, that was it. Lucky you. So that was on the breakfast table yesterday morning.
did it taste like chicken?
That's what I heard. Tastes like chicken. That's what they be saying.
So do you guys have a date for a unlockdown?
As of right now, we're supposed to be lightened up on the 27th or 28th.
That'd be tomorrow.
Yeah, something.
I have no clue what's going on here in Indiana, dude.
Yeah.
I do know that Georgia's.
Opening stuff up.
I heard Georgia opened up, or is the most farthest, and there's like 2 or 3 other states.
Right.
But sadly enough, I have no clue what's going on here.
Right.
As far as like what the word is on what we can do, or
Right. Yeah.
because I don't even listen to local news. I just listen to the world news.
Right. Yeah, just keep rolling. You guys aren't on such a lockdown like we are. We couldn't even leave the neighborhood.
I'm telling you, dude. I mean, we're basically that's the term for what we're in. But
Right.
you would never know it and stuff, because I had to bring something over to Rick's house, and and that's the furthest I've ventured in a while. And
Right.
usually I just go up to Speedway, and
Right.
I made a conscious effort on the way back just to look around. And what I seen was I seen Texas Roadhouse had 18 cars in the parking lot.
Right.
And dig this, when I drove by, and he lives, where the Walmart is in Avon?
Yeah.
Down Rockville Road.
Yeah.
He lives right across the street from there. So on the way back, I passed the Texas Roadhouse, which would be on the left.
Right.
And then what do we come up to? Meyer.
Right.
Their parking lot was 3/4 of the way full.
Right.
And you know how big their parking lot is.
Right.
I'm like, what lockdown?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The Hapsters, we started our lockdown beginning of March, I believe. They started shutting everything down. But they'll tighten it and then they loosen it up and then they tighten it. And right now it's tight, but then it's supposed to loosen up here. So I don't know. We've only had one confirmed case in our whole area.
That's cool.
that was the only case that we know of, and it's not getting more and not getting less. It's just one confirmed case is all we've had.
Yeah, because like I told you, man, like you don't know what to think here, because like that dude that you sent me, the cop, the ex officer, that
Yeah,
black
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
He was saying that the number in California, that dude, that number was so like not even
Weird.
comparative with itself. It's like they had reported like 7,000 tests,
Right.
and it was actually 400,000.
Right.
So
Yeah, so
that takes like the death rate from like 3% down to like 0.2 or something.
right. Yeah, you never know, but we're going to get off that topic because it's a narrow road, if you know what I'm saying. The Rick.
I thought it was like everywhere.
Yeah, but we try to get off of that topic because YT will shut me down for talking about
Oh,
it.
I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I keep forgetting that we're slowly losing freedom of speech.
Yeah. Well, censorship is a real thing. Is that your phone? Yeah. Well, hey, mute yourself.
All right. Hold on a second.
Yeah, Rick is the invisible man. He is in his bedroom there. He was just going to put up the dot because he's ready for bed or whatever, but he opened his camera. Oh, man. Oh, what fun. PJB goes to work for the relaxation. Yeah, my wife teaches English to Chinese kids as well, and some adults online. And she tries to teach me English, but I'm not a fast learner. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome.
You don't know English?
Not very well. I think you already know that, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Here he goes.
I have a pet peeve with like people writing wrong.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Oh man. But I try.
I know you do.
Yes, Mercy teaches online, but I do not teach online. I don't know English well enough to teach. No, actually, every place that I've checked, you need some type of college degree to be able to teach online, and I do not have.
I thought you had your
college- well, in pimpology, but it don't count. It don't count. It was just a real world experience. It wasn't a course.
Or what was it?
Hey, here's the Hapsters is coming up.
What's that language of the brothers that they called it?
Hello, Hapsters.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hello.
How about yourself?
My internet probably. Hi there. Who's Rick? Who's the Rick?
The Rick.
I'm good. I just got done work.
The Rick is my longtime friend of over 25 years. Lives back in Indiana.
All right.
Yeah, and he used to work for me even. That's how that's how I met him. He worked for me back in the day.
Down for I want to talk to you.
Okay. Hold on just a second.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. The Wallace Live. Hello. Speaking of people from Indianapolis area. Wallace Life.
Really?
Yeah. He has a Filipino as well. Everybody has Filipino, but Rick.
I don't know.
Rick can't get over here. He's got issues.
Get that check.
As soon as you get your check.
Well,
We're not
I don't know when stuff's gonna open up, but
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So PJB is saying he works a lot harder at home. His wife's to-do list is a lot harder than the work's to-do list. I used to know about that.
did you have a honeydew list?
Oh, all the time. Especially, once I was hurt and I quit working at FedEx, and I was just at home every day, and Mercy was working, she would give me a to-do list, but she wouldn't give me like a to-do list for the day. It was more of, here's what you're going to accomplish this week. So she didn't yell at me daily to get my list done. It was at the end of the week when she was off work. If she had a bunch of stuff to do when she got home, it was that role reversal stuff, right?
And you got 1.5 things done?
Right. I might have checked off one thing. But honey, look at this toilet. It's magnificent. It's so clean.
Somebody should probably clean that.
I'm glad you're off work.
Oh yeah.
Well, I got back into cooking when she was working. I was in charge of cooking, so I would cook up a pizza order.
Oh, dude, that reminds me of that scene in Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
When she goes, I've been slaving over hot stove all day.
All day.
The table's got like KFC or
Right.
Domino's and Taco
Right.
Bell.
Right. And Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
And I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
I'm sure Will Ferrell's like, I love the way they're talking to you.
Right. Man, that is a show right there. Hey, old man, how much you want for that weed? Oh man.
And then who's his partner there? Who's his partner? He's like
John C. Reilly.
Yeah, he's like, I picture my Jesus as like in the front row of a Leonard Skinner concert, all hammered.
Right. Or was he wearing a tuxedo shirt or a tuxedo t-shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I am Sess is in the house. I don't know what happened to my wife. I thought she was going to get up sometime today. She's been up with me and she went back in the room. I think she's either watching TV or something.
You should be
Not
learning
TV, but tablet. Yeah, nope. I think it was probably a bit too early for music.
I thought I'd get her to learn a Beatles song.
Yeah. Hey, Philippines on Demand, Bill, come up and let's talk some football. You can come up here and we'll talk about the Lions and their great championship run back before I was even thought of. I don't even think my dad was born back then. I don't know.
Man, that Ebron that was played for the tight end for the Lions for a while.
Yeah.
That was like pretty much like 75% of their offense. Remember, he went to the Colts for last. He made the Pro Bowl with luck last year, and we got him. No.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been our defense kept getting stronger and stronger, and then
the Colts had like 25 picks in in this draft. At one point, 4 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. We got yeah, we were doing some crazy trade deals and
I've
letting
never
somebody
seen.
move up. Yeah. Yeah, we
I've
got so
seen-
many people that I didn't even know half our picks. Like who? We got
I've seen
that?
2 in a row, but 4 in a row. That was crazy.
Right. Well, what can I say? We're in it to win it.
I hope you guys hooked up because looks like you had a whole bunch of picks, but I missed the first half of the draft and I caught the last 2 rounds and stuff. And from what I've seen, it's going to be. I'm be surprised if Michigan can field the team next year. There's like Michigan players left and right getting drafted at the end of that draft.
I see.
Everywhere.
I think I was Bill's. I was replaying his. Uh-oh. Look at this guy. You guys aren't going to believe who's about to pop on the screen. The one, the only. Oh, I did something. Look at that. PJB is in the house. The real, the infamous PJB. What's happening?
How much? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. That's always still new to me. I'm always trying to figure this out as I go.
Yeah. Us two, we don't do it often enough to know what we're doing.
My cam's not working though, huh?
Yeah, you can't. You're up.
We
Oh,
can.
I see.
Oh, well, that's good. I can't
You're
see
there.
myself. That's probably a good thing. Yeah.
Are you watching yourself on YouTube still, or did you go over?
Am I watching myself? No. I paused it,
Okay.
but no, I'm on StreamYard right now.
Cool. The
Hi
Hapsters
guys,
is
my
back.
bad. I apologize for that quick.
Oh,
Oh, it's
cut off.
okay.
got a house full.
We
Yeah.
have a house
I
full
pop in for a minute, say hi, see what's up.
Is that the Lions fan?
Huh?
Is that the Lions fan?
Me?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, okay.
No. I
No,
don't
no,
know
I'm
what
not
a
live.
football is.
I'm just. I'm right here. See?
No, I've always liked football. I've watched it, but I don't follow it. I'm not I couldn't tell you who's who and what's what. But
Just driving.
I always liked playing it, getting in a backyard football game. That was always fun, but
Oh,
I'd always get too rough and they kind of start ignoring me.
yeah.
How you
I
folks
don't dare
doing?
do it now. I'd probably throw out a hip.
Yeah.
Hapsters, we were doing good. I like driving there in the U.S., so I enjoy your trips out on the road. It's a lot
Yeah.
different driving here.
Just on the way home from work and picking up some takeout.
Awesome. What are we taking out?
It's
The
called
Hapsters?
tasty chicken, rice, macaroni salad,
Where are they going?
and fish. Just
Fish.
driving, trying to get some food, man. How you doing, PJB? What does PJB stands for? Be
Peanut
nice
butter
now.
jelly and bread.
This is my dinner.
Oh, cereal. Oh,
Nice.
wow. With milk or
Yep.
just dry?
We're trying to get milk.
Oh,
Right. Did you see the title of my LS here?
yeah.
Baby
What's
needs
up with
some
that?
milk. I was on Rena Hall's show this morning. You know how all the live streams do. You're on
Yeah.
one topic, and then it starts going astray, and
Yep.
it went way over here. And I kept laughing about the different stories that they were talking about.
Uh-huh.
That people would come up with to try to get people's money and stuff. And I thought that is hysterical. And I've actually heard it before. where everybody needs milk. The baby needs some milk, and you send me some money. So I was like,
I
hey,
wasn't sure what to think. I saw that and I thought, what the heck is that about?
what is he talking about? What baby?
Well, and not to get weird, but it's like she's not breastfeeding still, is she? I was like, what is going on?
Oh, shit.
I mean, some people breastfeed till their kid's 5.
You see the narrative that you're putting out there, Bill?
My milk ran low, and the kids are still hungry, so we had to come up with a way of getting them fed. So that's it. The 6
funny.
years of breastfeeding is taking a toll on her.
You're trying to make sure that your tail don't go without, right?
Yeah.
Right.
When it comes out as powdered milk, it's been too long.
What is Rick doing? Are you like cleaning some guns? What is that?
I'm hiding.
Why are you hiding?
No, I've been working all day. We're trying to get this kitchen done, and we got it painted. And then today I built all the countertops, but we got to get them epoxied. So she's gonna put the epoxy on tonight and tomorrow. So
awesome.
Anyway, so
and
guys,
when I was doing that, I got a friendly phone call from my boss to remind me that I was supposed to be in class today.
Oops.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was
bowling
like,
alley,
oh man, I mean, people get fired for less,
Right.
But he was pretty good about it, so I'll just show up tomorrow.
Good plan.
Yeah. He's like, so do you think you could show up tomorrow? And before he even got done, I'm like, yep, I'll be there bright and early. I'll be a half hour early.
Right.
The phone's different. Yeah. This is where I'm going to pick up my food, guys.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to put that
Bowling
video
alley.
up, and that way people can see the kitchen. So,
Cool.
but
Somebody getting a phone call.
oh,
Not
is
me.
that me?
No, that's from the Rick.
Oh, okay. Thought
So,
maybe my son.
The
Yeah.
Hamsters. What kind of place is that?
It's a bowling alley, and they serve local
The
food inside.
DMV.
It's closed right now,
what
but
it
you
looks
can
like.
do takeout.
Bowl? Something
Yeah.
bowl.
Aya Bowl. It's called Aya Bowl. So I'm gonna try to get closer, see if you can see. We're waiting for our food.
Okay. I think I seen you go there in another video.
Did you miss me?
See, this is it's kind of weird.
I did.
This is popular. One of
I don't
the
even know you, and I missed you.
popular person was here. The chef.
Actually, I think I met you a while back online. It was on one of the
They make
videos
local
that Bill
food.
was doing. Yeah.
So that's their
But anyway,
drive-up
this is
window.
bowling alley.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's kind of cool
that a
inside,
restaurant?
actually.
Yeah, restaurant next to the bowling alley, like mixed
Oh, okay. All right.
Let's go
in.
bowling.
Remember, she's in Hawaii, so it's like a different country.
There we
What's
go.
that, Rick?
What?
The beachfront property?
You have to check out. You have to hook up with her. She's
Yo, what?
got a balcony view. You should check it out.
Ah,
There she is. Say hi.
I'm real. I'm real. I'm not. I'm
I
not a.
I
I'm
was
not
just
a.
looking at tickets for Hawaii.
Oh yeah, how much?
It's now's a great time to buy airline tickets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right now.
Hardly
sure it
anybody
comes
on the
with two
flights.
engines.
They're cleaning them now.
Somebody told me they bought $45
Yeah, I think it was like not even $400. I could have flown to Hawaii round trip.
Really? You sure it comes with two engines?
There he is.
Okay.
Ah!
What the heck?
Ah! What the
Ah,
hell?
what the hell is that?
Ah,
He's,
that's the real face mask.
he's got
Yeah.
my old underwear. He's got my old underwear on his face. I wondered where I left those.
No,
Yeah.
I was wearing funny yesterday
You
when I
said
was
you're probably
eating.
not going to wash them until you come back.
Oh, I haven't washed them.
Oh my
You don't
God.
wash Lucky underwear.
Right.
Yeah. Cracking me up yesterday, Bill, when you asked me whose underwear was that you're wearing. So that's funny. It looked like underwear, yeah, yesterday what I was wearing.
Well, I'm going to head out.
It
I
was
might pop back
bandana.
on here after a bit.
Yeah.
Sounds good, PJB.
All right.
We'll see you in the chat.
All right.
What's
Good to
up,
see you.
BJB?
Nice to see you,
Come
Bill.
up later. Be my co-host.
Hey, Bill,
There you go. Yeah, go ahead, Rick.
I have to bow out. I have to go to the store.
No problem. Thank you for coming up and hanging out with us.
No problem. See you, Hapster.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Make sure you sub to her so you can
Yes,
check out her
please.
views.
Okay.
Connect with me, Rick.
Ha, I will. I promise.
I'm gonna hunt you down.
Okay. How do I get out of here?
You just exit. Yeah, there you go.
Where's he at? Indiana?
Indianapolis area. Yeah.
Okay.
He's originally from Michigan.
Ah.
And when he moved to Indianapolis area, he came to work for me. And that's how I met him.
Oh, nice.
His mother worked with me, and then we hired her son, Rick, there.
Uh-huh.
So he still worked there up until he got injured, and now he's disabled.
Mm.
But it's like a trend, I think. Everybody gets hurt at work or something.
Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah. But have you heard of Myers?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where it was.
I used to live in Minnesota, so yeah,
Okay.
we have Myers. That's
Yeah.
like I guess Myers is up more north, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
they're
Myers.
out of Michigan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Michigan.
So I used to be a manager for Myers.
All right.
For the
Nice.
grocery, I did that for about 8 years. So.
Very nice. That's a
He
hard
was-
work, grocery.
Yeah. They sold a lot of groceries. Ooh.
Yeah. Bless you. Who's sneezing?
I'm not for sure. That was like down the block, and we could hear it from here.
That's a hell of a sneeze, man.
Right. That's how we roll.
Oh dang. This is what we do. I mean, takeout everywhere. If I'm not cooking, we take out.
There you go.
I feel like wherever I go for the stream, I'm either eating. I'm serious. I'm cooking and eating.
Right.
Takeout.
Yeah,
It's
that's
terrible.
good stuff.
I swear to you, I am not 300 pounds.
I am. I swear.
Yeah. I'm just a big Filipina, that's all. I don't have
It's
any
all
room here.
good.
I'm gonna put it in the back. Thank you. Yeah, I got mine.
It smells good.
Yeah.
I'm
Ooh,
ready.
that smells so good. It smells garlicky.
I'm ready.
So, what's for breakfast for you guys?
I'm not for sure because I've been up super early. I got about 3:30,
Yeah.
and I've only had a couple cups of coffee and some water,
Oh,
and I kind of wait for Mercy to get up before I eat
did?
anything. So
Yeah, he's sticking his head in the window and talking to him. Hey, man, put your mask on. You got our food in there.
which one is that? Him?
Yeah.
My husband said he had to tell that guy standing over there to put his mask on.
right,
That's a thing. You gotta wear your mask.
Oh, it wasn't that.
Yeah.
He's sticking his head in the window, too.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Like a turtle.
like a turtle.
He didn't have any old underwear laying around to throw over his face or something. Come on. What's
Yeah.
wrong with people?
I know, right? Oh man. So anyway, this
Yeah.
thing is really testy here. You know. Can
Yeah.
you see my gray hair, Bill?
Nope,
I'm
I
gonna leave
don't
it
see it.
alone. I'm gonna leave it alone too.
I can't see it.
Okay. Good.
You're not gonna wash that gray out of your head?
No, forget it. I'm just gonna let it grow.
Right. You know, my wife, she has all these superstition things that they'd say. Like, I
Uh,
see a gray hair, I say, "Here, you want me to pluck that out for you?" No, only the youngest child is allowed to pull a hair out of your head. What? What kind of cup is that? Where'd you get that from? On the back of a box of Fruit Loops? Because it
uh,
sounds nutty. But they have like a lot of superstitious kind of things
yeah.
that she says. I don't know. Maybe the witch doctor told her. I don't know what it is.
Uh, Filipino do have a lot of superstitions. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all weird. It's like, what?
Yeah.
It's
So
like that don't make no sense. What do you mean I can't pick a coconut on a Thursday, Friday evening, afternoon? What?
oh boy.
Oh,
So
weird.
you've been up for over 2 hours, huh?
Oh yeah, it's 2 hours, 16
Yeah.
minutes.
You
Yeah,
gonna keep it or you gonna go?
I don't know. I don't know.
Who's here?
Yeah,
I
everybody's
don't
been
see the
passing
chat.
through.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I'm not for sure who's still with us. It looks like we still got 6 people watching. But most people are
Uh,
just coming and going. Maybe some
yeah.
people are staying away because they see my topic.
Uh,
Oh no, I'm not going to that one.
that's
Uh,
funny.
oh, I thought it was good. Yeah, we were over on Rena
Yeah.
Hall's stream, and she was talking about long distance relationships, and then
The never
somehow,
ending, the
right,
never ending LDR, huh?
right, somehow it got on to the
She's one of
topic.
them, yeah.
Yeah, she's got a boyfriend, Mike. He's from Ohio,
Uh
Cleveland
huh.
area.
Uh huh.
So
Uh huh.
they were planning on being together already, but all
Have,
this hit. So
have they met?
I know they were supposed to meet like last month. I think she was supposed to come back to the Philippines, and he was coming over. To what I'm recalling, anyways. But then all this hit.
Internet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you sure you're not in the Philippines?
anyway. Why?
Well, you got the internet
The
like I
internet.
do.
No, we're underneath a basement. That's why parking.
Okay. Parking garage. Well, that's all
Yeah.
good. Mine's like
Yeah.
that when I'm wide open on a hill. It's still bad.
That's not good. Oh my.
What time are you doing a live stream here in a little bit?
Yeah, in a little bit. Like after I eat, settle down for a bit. Like what time is it there?
It is 8:51.
Ah, it's early, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'll do
Eight,
maybe it's 3 o'clock here. 2:51. So a couple
awesome.
hours.
Sure.
Yeah, couple
Sounds good.
hours.
So you don't want to
So
eat in
yeah.
front of the camera today?
Oh no, I never like that.
You spread out your
Like in
food and
front.
show us what you got. Ha ha! Look.
Yeah, suckers.
Right.
I might show you what I got. Hi.
I'm ready to watch. I'm ready to drool.
Yeah. drool over my food.
You'll see
Yeah.
it pouring down my beard here.
Yeah.
PJB says he's still here.
Oh, I cannot see the chat. It's because I'm
Yeah.
using the phone, so it's so
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
I might lose you here in a few because I'm getting on the elevator.
no problem.
This is check out the building.
Awesome. How tall is it?
Really tall, yeah. 18, 20.
20. Awesome. Now,
20.
did it take you a while to get used to living in a high rise?
Yeah, because we used to have a house.
Right.
So we live in the house, yeah. So downsizing sort of, but yeah. It's good though. It's okay. Because this will prepare us for Philippines.
Right.
Maybe we'll live in a condo.
Mm.
My
Awesome. Uh-oh. She froze. Well, what?
It's weird.
Yeah. We only heard like 2 words this whole time. There you
Yeah. No. You turn my Wi-Fi on. Since I'm already outside.
are. Outside the
You
house.
see, look.
Yeah. Oop.
I'll sit again.
There you
Don't
go.
look down. Don't jump.
We're gonna fall.
They're gonna fall. Yeah. So,
I've never lived in a high rise or condo
High
or
rise?
anything like that before. Although I've had a timeshare in
uh-huh.
one, Florida. So that
yeah.
was my only experience in something like that. But you only stay like a week and then go, so
Yeah.
not really living there.
Yeah, my niece, she have a timeshare in Clearwater.
Yeah,
Yeah. She have a timeshare in Clearwater.
Yeah.
She said she liked it.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's pluses and minuses to the timeshare deal.
Yeah.
You know, it's depends on what you're looking for.
but she does like 6 months in Kansas. Not
Uh-huh.
well, not 6 months, but because it gets cold in Kansas and Wichita, so yeah. I'm gonna transfer you to my laptop.
No problem.
That way, hold on. Better. You're not
More
getting
stable.
huh?
So more stable.
Yeah. Whew. It's hot. It's getting warm in Hawaii. I
Oh yeah.
suppose I can take my mask off. I'm inside now. Jesus.
That's a
Right?
fashion. It's for fashion. Come on.
Sometimes I forget. I'm like, oh crap, I'm not outside anymore.
Right.
But it's easy to forget. Where's Mercy today? She's still sleeping?
She went back in the room a while ago, and I haven't seen her since. So, hey, I'm going to start a live stream. She was gone.
She left.
She was gone. Yeah. She might be
Okay.
watching some of it, or she might be watching her Korean drama that she likes. Oh, there you are. There you are. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, look,
Wow.
there's another hamsters.
Wow.
Kick one up for me, please.
Sure. Yeah, which one? Which one's the real one?
The middle one.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, what's happened?
Yes.
Okay, mute the other one. Hold on.
All right. I
Oh,
think I
that's
got.
scary.
Okay. Now I just got one.
Now you have two.
Yep. Had the one in the background, but now we're stable.
Yeah.
Here's the dog going crazy.
POD is still around.
Yeah, he was talking about going back to bed though, I think.
Oh. So it's only you and me here. You and I.
Hold on, let me see. I might have not been scrolled.
You have to excuse my look. Oh my God. I'm using you as my mirror.
Go ahead, pick yourself.
I don't care. I don't care. Natural look is fine. I just got done work. So, you need?
Yeah.
Okay.
Family.
You what? So anyway. So, you're going to drool on my food.
I'm getting a 3D look here. Come on. I'm gonna smell it.
You're going to sniff it?
Yeah.
Look.
Oh man.
See, I know. This is bad. This is bad of me, huh?
That looks
Making you
good. Man.
See?
Now what kind is that?
It's lemon crunch.
Oh wow.
I know. So bad.
It's making me sweat. Come on.
And then this is, what's the name of that guy, the popular chef that came to this restaurant, babe? What's his name? He's the Italian guy. Anyway, here's the food.
Wow, looks good.
Chicken, salad, white rice. Hey, JB's back. I gotta hide my food.
He's got headphones on.
And then I got my own. I think it's mine. Oh, I like this one. Look. Wait.
He's getting his temperature taken over here.
That's chicken again, and then fish,
Oh yeah.
and
Looks
then
good.
macaroni salad.
Whoa. Here, let me get my fork so I can just get a little
Yeah,
taste.
get it.
We'll chop it up so we can share it better.
PJ was like, "Wow, you're muted."
Can you hear me?
And here's the chicken. You know, every time I'm on somebody's stream, I'm eating, I'm cooking.
That's how
You
it
know.
is.
What is that?
He's
What the hell is that?
taking his own temperature.
Are you taking your temperature?
Yeah. Uh-oh. He's taking everybody's temperature now. He's making sure nobody around him is. Uh-oh. The dog.
Oh, that's a cute doggy. Oh,
What are you
come babe,
calling
look
that?
at his dog. How old is that?
There's another one. There's
Oh.
the smaller of the two.
There. I want to see your dog. Hi. You look mean. He looks so mean.
It's a year.
There, look. Oh.
Billy. Hi.
Oh, look at the face.
And that's.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a troublemaker.
Yeah. Cool bulldogs. Okay, that's it. That's enough of them.
Bulldog.
Kitchen.
Yeah, look how good. Oh, the white cabinets now. Awesome.
So you're keeping it all white.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Nice.
just painted them. What color were they? Were they wood? And you painted them white?
they were in hickory and pine, and they're calico.
Okay.
Oh,
They were used cabinets, so
Yeah.
we just put them all together and made them work.
Awesome.
You know, budget.
Yeah, it looks good.
it looks nice.
Yeah, we still have a ways to go.
Yeah.
Gotta,
It looks so big in there, though.
I like the island.
Yeah.
Come here.
it's a lot bigger than what we. It was pretty small to begin with, and then I
Nice.
took the wall up inches that way.
I like your fridge too. I like the stainless steel.
Thank you. Yeah, that was my wife's choice.
Nice.
How's Hawaii treating you?
Hawaii's good. You want to look outside? I'll show you outside. Our famous
Yeah, we
view.
The $1 million
It's so
view.
sunny though. See? You see it?
Sun is
Looking at though,
in the
Yeah.
you're in a walk.
You can blow it up, Bill.
What's that?
You can you make it bigger?
I'm not. Let me try. I don't know how to do this too good. We'll see what happens. Let's see.
Not you, me.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Figure it out.
I'm clicking on stuff, but it's not. It didn't go. Oh. Oops. Oh man.
I'm getting a crazy here.
Uh-oh.
You see how
Oh, you
good I
lost?
am at this? Let's see.
What'd you
You
kick her
gotta
out?
click on my picture.
Yeah, I keep clicking and it's not doing.
Oh, that car's noisy.
Uh-oh.
You see?
Yeah. You guys gonna come to Hawaii?
I keep clicking and nothing
Huh?
works. I said I
Doesn't
keep
work.
clicking and it's not doing it. I see everybody else do it, but for me, what's going on?
I don't know.
You'll figure it
The
out.
StreamYard.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
That's why I paid for my StreamYard.
Did you?
Anyway,
Uh-oh.
that's that's my view, PJB. What does P stands for?
Now they're in a walk, right?
Yeah, Oahu. Yep. You guys been here before?
I've only
You've been here
passed
before?
through. I've never stayed in Hawaii, just connecting flights and stuff.
Yeah.
That's all I've experienced.
Mm. Yeah, it's nice. Have you guys been to Hawaii, PJB? PJ,
Oh yeah, she's spoiled.
can you hear me?
Scratching that ear. Oh yeah.
What's up, Sean Williams?
You like the ear scratch? You're silly.
Yeah. You guys have a nice
Still there?
house, PJ. I just call you PJ.
I don't know if he can hear us too well.
Go back inside, PJ.
There she is.
Go back in.
Hey,
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
yeah,
He can hear
Have
me.
you guys been to Hawaii before?
yeah. 2011. I spent a month in Oahu.
Oh, nice. What'd you do? Just
My wife
vacation?
came for a week. No, I was in Army school.
Oh, right. Are you still military?
Yeah, I was over there. No, I got out in 14. So, yeah, we've been meaning to go back. It's finding the time and making the both feet of meet, you know.
Yeah.
That's good to see you, Whiten.
Where are you in Oahu then?
I live in town.
You're not like down by Waikiki?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because that's where all the tall buildings are. I mean, you
The
don't
tall
see as many tall
building is
buildings.
near the ocean. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I stayed in the Hilton for a month is where I stayed, and I was there for about a week, and that's all I could take. And so the rest of the time, I went around the rest of the island. I went up to the North Shore, and
Ah,
it was about all the people.
okay. Yeah, it's nice. It's yesterday I was streaming over there at the beach.
Okay. Yeah, it is nice. I like it.
All right, Bill.
Did I do that?
Finally,
I'm-
you learn.
I mean, it only took me 15 minutes, but look at that. The view is gone, but look. Now,
The view is done. No
right,
more.
but I might be able to figure it out again next time, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I'll forget it by next time.
that's funny.
Oh, man.
10 years later, you figured it out, huh?
I might. That is a maybe.
So is Adrian here too? The Dancing King, Adrian. He's so funny.
Adrian was in the building. I haven't seen him type anything in a while, but he was in the building.
Benny, wait.
But you know, I'm not a Filipina, so he wasn't staying too long. I mean, he was in and out.
Yeah. He's so funny though, the way he was dancing, and then his phone kept dropping and dropping. Oh look,
Right.
there's Biggie.
Big
What's
E
up
came
there,
in.
Biggie? Yeah, he's here.
Some people like women.
Right. I always tease Adrian about the Filipinas. He seems to have a good sense of humor.
Mm.
I enjoyed teasing them about it.
That's good though. I mean, he's getting along fine. I told him, I said, you know what, Adrian, the first time I've seen you and met you, I said I was creeped out by you.
You just told him, huh?
Yeah, I did. I told him, and he's like, "Why is that?" I said, "I don't know. But now I get to know you better. You know, you're kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's funny. I mean, you know, we don't know people really when they start, you know,
Right.
until you start talking to them, things like that. You know, what's up,
Exactly.
Big E? Just finished work.
I'm gonna head out.
You know what? You going down?
KPJB, he's getting out.
We'll see you.
Yeah.
See,
Feel free to come back anytime.
yeah, I'm doing my stream
All right,
later, JB.
Yeah.
Watch some
Okay,
sunset.
I'll try to catch. All right. Take care.
Bye. Aloha.
Oh,
Even the puppy says bye bye.
saying bye.
Yep. Where's Big E? Come up, big guy. Yeah.
With Adrian, what I asked him, you know, when he came, like he came straight up onto people's chat, like he was new to YouTube, and people were throwing out links, so he just took it and went up. Like,
yeah.
he didn't like wait a little bit to figure out what's going on.
What's going on?
Oh,
he just goes in. He just dives right in.
Yeah, I was like, hey, that's all good, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
We all got to win, and he just decided to jump. So,
Yeah, I if you notice, like he will not come up to my stream unless there's like one more girl, like one or two girls. He's so funny though.
he's like, oh, is she single? Click, click. I'm going
Yeah.
home.
No, so I was at somebody's. Oh, there were like six of us on the panel, and in comes who is that? It was Adrian. I'm like, huh. I said, you rascal, you. So yeah, it's so funny. The world famous hamster Silent Ellis. Shush! It's not going to be silent because you're gonna be on it later.
Right. I was trying to throw up the link there, but I don't know if it's
It's
taken.
it's there.
Okay.
Come
There
up
it is.
there, big boss.
Yep. Here's somebody with the name.
That's probably him.
Well, if I click on this and all we see is somebody's naked
We'll
butt,
kick him out.
please forgive me. Oops.
I hate that. That's him.
Naked
Yeah.
butt on the way.
Please no. I'm about to eat. Don't make me. Don't make
You
me.
don't want to
Sleep.
get traumatized.
No, thanks. I'm about to eat my dinner.
I've already put enough bleach in my eyes today. Don't make me do it
Oh
again.
my goodness.
What's for breakfast over there?
Did you see? Did I send you a video link last night, Riley? I can't remember. You'll really be bleaching your eyes if you saw this thing.
I
Uh-oh.
don't think I
What
got
is
it.
that? I want to know.
Of
I'll
course, I
send it to you.
you know.
Oh, jeez.
Whose is that?
I can't say, but
Oh,
I'll
okay.
send it to you.
Yeah, it's fine.
You really want a shock of your life.
I'm gonna look at it after I eat.
After
Yeah, your food might be coming back up if you do that.
Oh my gosh!
But I do think you guys need to see it. I think it's like,
Really?
yeah, I do.
I don't know.
As usual, Big E, I'm eating.
Believe me, you got to be aware of some of these things. Well, how are you, Mr. Riley?
Hey, I'm chipper.
Is that your beard trimmer?
That shit chip.
Yes, this is how we do it.
This is how we
Is
do
that a
it.
toy or is that a real toy?
Need water.
That's a toy, right?
It's real. What are you talking about?
Thank
That's how I
I
roll.
can't tell with this computer. It looks like it could be real.
Look,
That's a
it's
very
all-
flexible blade. My gosh.
That's how you know it's a good one. Look how thick, sharp it is.
Thanks. Let's eat, guys.
Come on.
I'm eating my lunch and dinner, so it's dinner.
Were
Yeah,
you were at the show last night, weren't you, Hapster?
yeah. You karaoke?
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
was
didn't
there.
make it.
You didn't make him. I mean, do you ever do one like you don't? It's just so impromptu. You have no idea why you're doing it, and everyone at the end of that show messaged me. A lot of people said, "What's wrong with you? Are you drunk?"
I came on. I'm like, what's he doing? Because I really thought you were drunk. No, I'm like, was he
I was
drunk?
playing. I was playing a character,
Yeah, I didn't know, but
Hank
then I
the
kept
Badger,
asking.
and I was interviewing him. He was here last night, and he was
So funny.
heavily medicated. But even
man.
people that were in there that heard the entire thing, I guess they didn't realize. They thought like I never went back to the normal character, and I was just drunk the whole time. But
Were you?
no, I was interviewing Francis the badger, and he was heavily medicated.
I know that was funny, but then I'm like,
People
is
that I
he
guess
really drunk?
It's like,
must have been a better acting job than I thought.
Yeah,
yeah.
guys, let's eat. Here's the salmon.
Do you ever do weird stuff like that? Like you just do a show, you don't even know why, you don't even remember.
While
It's
you're
like
doing
super
it.
late. Yeah, you're like totally like ready to sleep or something, and you don't even remember the show.
Well, I woke up and I'm like, let me see who's on. And then Chico Cyrus just ended like 23 minutes ago. And then I'm like, I wonder who else is on. And then I saw your name. I'm like, oh, let me check him out. Hey, you were live. Then as soon as I clicked it, it was like all this noise. I'm
Well,
like,
she didn't go on. She said she never got a notification. A lot of people were messaging me during that. I go, well, I got a show going. They go, I didn't get a notice. I mean, we still had 22 or 23 people there, but
yeah, there were quite a few people.
none of them had notices. So I don't know how people are getting the notice. It just seems like
It's
it
random.
just seems
I
like
think.
there's a habitual problem with it. Like I didn't
Yeah.
get the notice for this right now. I just
Right.
if I didn't have a computer, I never would have saw that you were online. That you were
I
on
didn't
right
get
now.
the notice. I was on my phone on the way home and I just
Yeah.
clicked on the.
That's why some of these numbers are down, though. I just don't think people know that you're on.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
we need to come up with some kind of a group thing. We talked about that the other day. Okay, Riley's on. Click, and then
Yeah.
everyone knows.
Yeah.
I always would come on, Riley, at least for a few minutes if I knew that you were on. You're normally not on this hour either.
No.
Yeah, that's why I said, oh wow, he's early.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sean Williams is there. That's what I'd like to see on a live. I've been watching Sean Williams's short videos. Why don't you come up more often, Sean Williams?
I think last I heard he's working on getting something better to be able to come up.
He's just
Mike,
shy. That's the
Is
bottom
that what it
line.
is?
He's got to be the nice person on YouTube, though. It'd be nice for him to come up. But anyway, yeah. This notification thing is insane. But I think it's good for you to do different hours, though. Sometimes, so different audiences can
Different
know about
people.
your show. Yeah. So this is actually a good time slot. I don't think anyone does shows in the morning, do they? Chickasaurus used to do
Chico
it.
Cyrus used to do it.
She gave
Well, I
that
was
up.
on Rena's show early.
Who?
I got up about Rena Hall.
Rena,
And-
yeah.
Where
So
she
I was
live?
on her.
Riyadh.
What's that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Riyadh Rena.
She was on, and I was up about 3:30 this morning, and so I was just having some coffee, listening to her, and then the topic went crazy. I was like, you know what, that was funny topic, so I'm gonna extend it. I'm gonna go open up a live stream and extend the topic. Her topic was not my baby needs some milk. But that is one of the side topics that was going on.
My baby
And I-
needs some milk.
Yeah, e-begging.
Oh.
That was one of the scams that different people use.
She was exposing it, or she was doing it.
Oh, no. Somebody had talked about it. She was talking about long distance relationships. And you know how everything just kind of goes off on different tangents and stuff. So somebody was asking about the e-beggars. If you're in a long distance relationship and they start begging for money, and then it just kind of went off from there.
What's your thoughts on that? I have an opinion on that, but I'd like to hear yours too. Can you?
Well, mine is, I've seen it in like real life, once. But, I would just like to know how to do it. I mean, that's my thought.
Well, I know how you can make money.
I'm going to start e-begging.
I know how you can make 100 pesos a day practically. You come to the Dr. Love show. Then I pay my
Right, there you go.
subscribers.
You haven't paid me.
I don't pay people that go to the Shangri-La in Makati. No, it's kind of my rule.
Let me
Yeah,
find a
she's so
fact.
poor, but we go to the same hotels. Isn't that amazing? You always hear Mrs. Hapster. I was listening to her. I actually watched a live stream from about 2 months ago on the Honeyco show,
Mhm.
and there was that lady from Canada, that super intense lady. I can't remember her name, Dr. Dre or something like that. And all of a sudden, Miss Hapster comes on there, and she's looking right at the camera at a very different angle than usual. It's very funny, very interesting. And she was talking about, oh yeah, we went to Canada, we went here. It was somebody in Toronto, Great Lakes, Japan, Germany, went to Philippines, and you're going, you must have some pretty big bucks. So the last person who's going to be getting any e-begging proceeds is going to be Mrs. Hapster. I mean, if she actually needed it, I would try to do it, but I don't think she needs it. That's the difference. She goes, I need it, Vicky. I need it. I need another massage at the Shangri-La. Absolutely.
Come on
I
now.
do.
I could use one, but I don't know if I need one.
But as you see my title, my baby needs some milk. My DDs are dry. And
Is that your title?
You didn't see his
Yeah.
title. It's so funny.
Gosh. Oh, I know. I didn't notice. Now I get it. Okay.
yes.
I get it.
That's why I said, was he talking like Big E or?
Yeah. You'll
Yes.
see them channel their inner Big E once in a while. Did you
Yeah.
notice Tropical Tim's preacher thing yesterday? That was hilarious. Did you see that, Bill?
No.
I got
Tropical
was
Tim
about
was on fire last night.
35 minutes into it. And, you know, I might not have the same viewpoints as Tropical Tim on that one, but I was 35 minutes in and I was trying to keep quiet. And Mercy called me for food, so I drop everything when that cowbell rings for the food. Like, forget this live stream. I'm gone.
No, I didn't get
I
to
don't
see
think
that.
he was being anti-church. I think he was just being
Hey,
making
well,
a bigger point, you know, about
Right.
you don't need to go to a mega church and I'll
Right,
expose
right.
everybody.
right. And
Yeah.
and I understood where he was coming from, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but we don't have to agree on all the little points and stuff, you know. There's
Yeah.
certain things I think and stuff, you know. He can have his opinion, I can have mine. It's all good.
You do go to church though, right? You actually go on Sundays?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I you know, I do not believe in the church being the building, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not that kind of closed-minded person. But you know, my thing is, I guess I can say it on my show without getting too political because I'll get in trouble. But you know, as far as rights in America, there's certain rights that you have that you don't have in a lot of other places, and no matter what's going on in the world or what's going on in America, your rights are still your rights. And for the government to take advantage of a situation to try to take rights away from you, I think is a bad thing because it's a slippery slope, if you will. What next will they try to take away? What next will they, you know, what can they just tell us is happening in the world to try to take some of our rights away, you know? Well, gunmetal is bad for you and it will cause acne, so we need to ban guns. And I'm not saying none of that will happen, but I'm saying when it's your rights, it's your rights.
You recognize though that, you know, there are things like, okay, let's say if you took it all the way down the line with that, like, okay, like driving on a street,
Right.
get to the church,
Mhm.
they have the right to stop that thoroughfare if they think it's a public health crisis. Okay, there are rights. I don't see any evidence that the government is trying to stop you from being a Christian, from praying, preaching, muzzling you whatsoever. Okay, it doesn't look like that. It just looks like it's a common sense
Right.
trying to stop people from infecting each other in a group setting.
Right.
If they came out and said, you know, we're going to take your Bibles, you're not allowed to go out on the corner and stand on a soapbox and preach, you're not allowed to protest. I just don't see that happening at all. I mean, unless I'm missing something.
Right.
So I think that there has to be sort of a balance where, you know, you don't run around saying you're being persecuted when they're, I mean, it's across the board. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're a Christian, a Buddhist, Muslim, a cult, whatever you are, everyone's has that same rule, and people aren't even able to go to work because of it. So it's kind of like there has to be some kind of a common sense middle ground. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
That's what I mean. It seems like.
But what I see though, Big
Hey,
E, and
hillbilly.
of course, I'm not in America, so I don't see everything, you know, right there. But I see, you know, just like my friend Rick was just talking about a while ago, there's the Meyer store that he passed up, and the parking lot is full of people in the Meyer store. I mean, I can't have 20 people in this church building, but I can have 250 in the grocery store. You know what? What's the difference? If you're gonna allow people to get together in the grocery store, why can't they be in a building practicing their faith?
Well, I think just like here in the Philippines, the only stores that are open, at least where I've seen, are food stores and banks, things that they've deemed essential. All the churches are closed here too.
Right.
And I'd say that there's more religious freedom in the Philippines than there is even in America, or at least as much.
Right.
And yet everyone sort of got on board with it, where they, you know, stopped all the gatherings, because you're sitting there for an hour to 2 hours, and you could incubate this thing in a closed building, where in a store you're just like transient, you're moving in and out, you're able to distance yourself much better in a store than you could in a church. I mean, I get that if they were trying to encroach upon the rights of a particular religion or group or an actual individual church. But across the board in an extraordinary time like that, it does seem like people have to understand that you have to have a little bit of reduction of your rights. Or the other option is very simple. Like, there's over 50,000 Americans dead from it. You know, you could see millions die. I mean, it really depends. Where do you draw the line? You want to see hundreds of thousands die just so people can go into a church. I mean, I'm saying the church alone is going to cause that, but you know what I mean? I just think there has to be a common sense middle ground there somewhere.
Right.
I also think this
opening there, Dr. Love. I think common sense opening the states is, you should, if you're going to come out of the house, you should have a mask on. That's to protect other people. You know, when you're coughing in the mask, not out, you know, open.
Well, I personally think that they're making a mistake. I mean, from my own background and my education, I think they're making some mistakes at making everybody stay inside. I think that they should practice big time social distancing with the mask, but they should let people outside in the sunlight, in the heat, humidity, and sunlight. Now, everything I know about viruses, and I do know a lot about them, and I've worked with viruses before in a laboratory, they don't do well in heat. And if you look at the Southern Hemisphere countries, they've had virtually no deaths at the same time that the Northern Hemisphere during winter had pandemic-like things. So, like, just like my common sense reaction as a chemist, I would say people should actually be outside, and they should be in the ocean too. I mean, that's another thing that's a very good thing, to be in the ocean, not touching each other, have the distancing.
Right.
But in that saltwater environment, that thing will never survive. I can guarantee you. Once you throw salt water into a virus, it's done. So I don't understand all that. To me, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But you know, I'm not up to date at the late, in the lab sense of what's really going on with that thing.
Did you hear about the latest? They said that in the 30s and 40-year-olds and low 50s, that it was causing blood clots, and people are having strokes and heart attacks in that age bracket.
I didn't hear that. But frankly, I don't look at the news that much because...
Well, that just came out 2 days ago from CDC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try not to watch the news here either. It's
Me neither.
I don't.
It's a bunch of crap, if you ask me. As long as the media is a paid, they're making money for sensationalize, for the news.
Sensationalized, yeah.
Yeah, it's junk to me.
Yeah.
So the news isn't what it used to be. So I trust very little of what they broadcast anymore. So not saying some of it isn't right, but
that's why I never watch it anymore, because it's always coming from one bias or the other. It's so obvious. So it's slanted on either side, depending on where you're coming from.
Exactly.
Very unreliable.
Right.
Well, I just go by what CDC puts out, and they finally admitted that a lot of people are asymptomatic. Asymptomatic means you have it, but you're not going to get sick from it, but you can transfer it. Kind of like HIV.
Right.
That's scary, very scary.
John, welcome back.
Be sitting next to somebody and you don't know if he or she got it.
Yeah, the daily newspaper.
Yeah, we do a lot of. They did research in America's largest, population for prisoners, and they were doing some jails between New York, California, Jersey, and the inmates were having canola, but they had no symptoms. So that's what they finally admitted.
Well, next thing you know, the news will tell you that if I'm coughing on this program, you guys better watch out, because you're surely to catch whatever I got. Who got it? I did not cough into my arm the right way. So the Hapsters, is that the Hapsters U2 cup? Is that what I seen you drinking out of? Wow. That's when you know you're big time right there. Getting down.
You have arrived.
Hey, she's got her own product line. Go to www.thehapsters.com and order up your shirts.
How about www.I'mAnEbeggar.com?
There you go.
I think the Americans can learn what the Asian people learn. Americans don't believe in masks, and that's wrong, because it keeps it from spreading someone else. If you look at the latest pictures of state-run beaches in California, Miami, they're just running around with no mask, and they're still within. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they just act like a mask. They just don't want to do it. And that's a way of protecting someone else.
Well, I probably, to be honest, if I was like in my normal area there in the States, unless I was in with people I didn't know, I probably would not be wearing like a mask. If I went to the store, if I went something like that, I would. But here, to leave out, you have to have a mask on. So
yeah, that's what mindset on mask, like very, very backward.
Yeah. Well, they watched the wrong TV station. They should have turned it and got a different get a different point.
Yeah, we wear masks everywhere here.
Yeah.
No,
I totally
no.
understand it.
No, that's a fact.
I just take the beard and put it up, and there's nothing getting through this bad boy. So
I'm hoping Americans you learn to, a mask is all right. You can get decorative masks, You're seeing black, purple, blue.
Hillbilly, did you see my mask, the underwear mask that we made the video of?
Oh Lord.
That was classic. And then how about the
You
beard
know.
mask?
It works.
That was a
works.
classic one.
But we got the idea from the Halfsters. We're not going to. She's always got somebody's underwear on her face running around, and we just ran with it a little bit.
If you remember, in the beginning, they were telling people not to wear masks for
Yes.
months.
Yeah.
And I found that very curious too, because you're dealing with droplets, right? You're trying to stop. You're not going to stop it completely, or you wouldn't be able to breathe properly. But
Right.
the size of a droplet, what can get through a mask? You're trying to, if you can imagine stopping a bullet with a chain link fence, but if you made that chain link fence very, very tight mesh, you probably, you have a much better chance of stopping it. And if you make it tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter mesh, you could actually deflect it or stop it. That's what you're trying to do with a mask. But the theory in the beginning was that they didn't want the people who actually had it to be breathing into their own mask and making their symptoms worse. So it was a very confusing message that they gave out. CDC saying one thing, the Surgeon General saying another thing. It was a big mass of confusion that took place. And then you got the thing where you got a completely divided country, right? So Trump wants to block Chinese from coming into there, send them to March Air Force Base. He's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a homophobe, he's targeting, right? Then when he does it, and then the disease gets there, see, he didn't do enough. He didn't do enough to protect us. You cannot win no matter what you do, no matter who's in office. If Obama was in office and you had the exact same results, you'd have the other side saying he didn't protect the country, he didn't do this. So when you have a toxic political environment like that, you just can't get anything done. That's the difference between the Philippines. Philippines, they give an order for you to stay in your house. People stay in their house. They don't sit there and second guess why they made the decision to have everyone stay in.
Right.
Americans just are not that compliant. I mean, they're not going to comply with the government order like that, like they do here.
Well,
So do you
if
see
you
all
don't
that?
defy the government order, common sense means to wear a mask. I mean, that way you're not transmitting it,
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
there's all kinds of protests against that now, yeah? They want to be out. They want to get everything opened up.
Right.
That's crazy.
I mean, they can do it. If they do it, they're going to see massive casualties. They've already seen it. I mean, imagine the country is already the #1 death total, and they're just getting revved up. I don't think it's slowing down.
I don't think so either.
It's because they're backward on wearing a mask. You go look in Asia or in other countries, they're wearing masks. They're not spreading it like in America, I ain't wearing nothing. And then it's just sneezing, coughing, and it's all over the freaking place.
Look at Hong Kong. Look at Hong Kong. I don't know if all three of you have been to Hong Kong, but Hong Kong is one of the most densely populated places on earth.
Very
I
much.
love going to Hong Kong. It's one of my favorite places to go to. But they have almost no casualties. They were like right on top of this from day one. They did not lock themselves up, but they all wore masks. They were very smart about it, and they basically got rid of the problem. So, what can you say?
Well, some say, let me throw out some theories there.
Oh,
If you're ready for it.
With
Yeah,
the
I can
theory.
Common
get,
sense works out more than theory.
but I can get my tinfoil out if you guys like. I'll shape it into a hat, no problem. But if everybody would remember when the before the virus came out, what was happening in Hong Kong. There was social unrest, protesting in the street. Things were brewing, if you will, and then all of a sudden there was and who was it all against? All of a sudden there is a virus that comes out of that same place, and Hong Kong was the first place that really locked down to prevent it. And what stopped? No more protesting, no more gatherings, no more. You heard nothing more about the situation.
Yes, but at least they didn't lock them up in their apartments. Like in China, they locked them up in their apartment buildings, and you couldn't even get out. See, there's a big difference between the Hong Kong and what China did. Something.
Yeah, but they're the overlords of Hong Kong. So that's just what some say. I'm not saying I agree or disagree or whatever. That's just some people's opinion. And like I said, I got tinfoil. I try to listen to all of it, but not. I don't put too much of it on my plate. I just listen. Breathe in, breathe out.
You all had breakfast already?
In my opinion, Dr. Love, if they do open the states without masks, it's going to end up getting back 5,000 dead a day within 21 days. That's my opinion.
Well, they're going to have to open up something because at some point the countries are going to collapse, and the Philippines is not going to survive if they don't open the country up pretty soon.
No.
All right. I'm saying the U.S. If the U.S. were to open, they need to be mandatory masks. The government needs to get off the butt and get the mask out, and then they can open up.
See that again. This is where you get into this problem. Like let's say they made that edict. Okay, they issued that edict. Everyone has to wear a mask, or else you're going to have 50% of the country is going to fight it because they're not going to trust the source. And if they do the opposite, then the other side's going to say they didn't do enough. That's the problem when you have a extraordinarily polarized country like that. You just can't trust anything you hear.
Right.
And that's the thing I like about the Philippines, actually. The cynicism isn't there the way it is in the U.S. I don't meet cynical people who think everything they hear from the government is a lie. They don't trust the government. They think they're corrupt. But when it comes to something like this, they follow it because they figure that edict had to be issued for a reason.
Right.
Well, it's common sense. I mean, anybody have any common sense? No, water droplets will be blocked by the mouth. You don't have to be told. You can just do your own research. I mean, it's out there.
Why do they call it common sense, Billy, if it's not very common?
It's rare sense.
It should be called uncommon sense.
Right.
You know
the worst thing, Dr. Love, is to stay in the house. You're going to get what? If you're never getting out of the house but once in a blue moon, you're sitting around. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get fat. You're going to get unhealthy because you're not moving. You're not doing anything.
It's part of it, yeah. I think also that there's psychological factors that holistically you're gonna pay one way or the other. Being locked up, it starts to mess with you when you can't go out for a long time. You start to get a lot of weird thoughts. Because it's been almost 2 months. I mean, you're just sitting around. It's brutal, you know.
They get it's 45 days in the U.S.
Well, I before I went out every single day. I mean, I can't remember a day that I didn't go out, go around, and you exchange that for just like sitting around waiting for something. It's pretty tough. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, I think that the reopening game plan, that's what I'm really interested in, because I don't know how countries can continue. I don't know how individuals can continue with virtually all the jobs are shut down. I don't know how they're making it. Well, on your topic.
Yes, let's get back to my topic, because we need some e-begging going on. Come on. Teach me.
Well, I got a question for you on that. I think that when it comes to a girl, if you have a girlfriend who's waiting for you here, especially one that is low income or no income, if you're going to keep her waiting here more than 3 months or so, I think it's probably, if I were in the girl's position, I say this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The guy should be sending some kind of money to not keep her waiting and waiting and waiting for years. I mean, we know some ones that are well known that waited for many years, and then the guy couldn't come. So I don't think that it's always I'm not sure if that's the type of e-begging you're talking about, but I don't think that it's always a bad thing for the man if he wants to keep her waiting to actually have to make a little bit of a down payment on that relationship.
Right. No, I don't see any problem with people in the relationship, sending money to, help your partner out or whatever. But, we were more talking about I just met her online. Before the end of the first conversation, she's already telling me about her baby needs some milk. But she's online with me on her iPhone talking about her baby needs milk. Hey, well, go sell that iPhone you're on and buy your baby a cow. What are you talking about?
Well, a lot of them are little scammers. They've got it. They know how to do it. They know how to bring the little tears and all that type of deal. But
show some sad pictures.
Well, I don't want to tell you one of the ways to get around that, but there is some safeguards you can do. It's like, I'm not going to say it on your show. I'll say it later. I won't. Not going to do it. Not going to do it.
Big E's for the real way.
I won't do it. But I think I can tell you, if you can try to imagine what see, you don't live in the city, so you don't really, I don't know how much like physical begging you get or e-begging, but when you live in the city, at 4 million in Metro, and a haven for expats too, because a lot of the begging comes from expats. But when you know as many people as I know, because I'm very sociable, a friend of a friend of a friend, and all of a sudden you're getting begged constantly every minute. I had, you put a safeguard out there, like, okay, you have to do X, Y, Z, and then I'll do something to help you. If you do that, like I've done before, you reduce the begging by about 99%.
Sure. You
have to do this portfolio of something that you're not going to want to do.
Right.
You're going to have to send that, and it's going to have to be, really, really extreme thing. But what happens is they don't want to do anything for the money. They just want the money. That's all it's to it.
Right.
So once you figure that out, then it's like, okay.
Yeah, we used to get a lot from friends of Mercy online. You know, when she's in the States, she would get these friends, and they would ask for different things or tell us about different issues, and you know that's where we seen it a lot. I seen Big Kevin pop up there. Big Kevin,
Hey,
you
hey.
know what this is? What are you doing?
Thank goodness,
Oh.
Dr. Love, the summer's coming. Burn it all out.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we used to get the begging, via Facebook kind of thing, but it was to my wife, and it was not really relatives. It was, well, I went to school with this person back in grade school, and now their son needs lunch money, or something off the wall. Like, what? Have they talked to you since you've been friends on Facebook? No, never. Oh,
I can say one thing. I'm lucky the one I'm with. They own a farm, so they don't have. They're not in the. They got plenty of food and everything else.
that's good. So the hamster says she see us later. Is that I don't know what my panel over here is
That's
doing.
one of the positive sides, Dr. Love, is you live in a province and you have land. You never starve.
Well, yeah, I mean, you live in a province and you plant it, absolutely. They don't have much to begin with, so it's not nearly as drastic for people here. But the people that I feel sorry for are the people that have just the little jobs, like
Yeah.
the ones that work in the stalls everywhere, and everything like that. That's all completely shut down. The essential services are working, like the hospital and those type of jobs. Call centers are working, and that sort of thing. But
Yeah. Yeah, our tricycle drivers aren't working. The all those businesses, all the you see some of the side of the road stands open, but
Yeah.
some of them are even closed.
I was wondering that, like with the tricycle, I actually thought about that this morning. Like, how are the tricycle people able to even? I mean, because I know a bunch of them in our farm area that's their whole family lives off that tricycle. Tricycle's
exactly.
done. So what do they do? I mean, somehow, these people are so resilient. It's unbelievable. They managed to figure it out. But
Well, think about it. It's the ones in the mountains. That's what I'm talking about. She's on the mountains, right? So she only they don't have their water. They have a cow that runs around in circles, pumps the water, and you go up and you get the water. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they're in the mountains, right?
Yeah.
And they're pretty resilient. They live on like maybe 6K of pesos a month.
Mr. Riley and Hillbilly, they're asking me to go on Brandon's show and sing a song.
Have fun.
Everyone's asking me, so I'm gonna just run over there real quick and do that for them.
Good. You're good.
Okay, nice talking to
We
you guys.
appreciate you swinging by.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Hillbilly.
Can you imagine that? 6K a month, pesos, and they live off of it. And that's what you call living on the means, sis.
Yeah. I don't know how some of them can live so little money, but it's what it is. Let's see, Riley, do you have some hens in the background? You're likely to hear all kinds of stuff in the background here. We're in the Philippines, so you don't necessarily have to be on the farm to have chickens and roosters and dogs and ducks and pigs, and so you'll hear all kinds of crazy stuff out that front door. Our door is open, and only thing we actually have on this property right here is 3 dogs and 3 cats and a bunch of rats. but outside the gated area, there's all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, we got a lot of lizards too, so different sizes.
Well, that's why I would say, Dr. Love, if you got land and you got food, I mean, they they got allotments. They do rice in like a field, right? And they harvest it, and I guess they could do it they do 3 cycles a year, right? They do it every 3. So you got rice, that's food. They got the vegetable section, they got the chicken section, and they got a couple of pigs. So they do, and them, they're like in hog heaven. Well, they need a couple of bucks to pay the light bill because some don't even got lights. I know.
Yeah. It's different. You know, it's we live on the edge of town, so the town, you know, is it's like a small city, and then outside of that we got farm area. Well, there's a rice farm right down the street here from me. Things aren't zoned like they are in America. So you could have a high-rise business right here, and next door to somebody's house, and then next to that is a gas station. Next to that is somebody's hut. So it's all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah. Oh, what fun. Yeah, today's topic has been a fun one. I
was
told
hoping
everybody
back in the gardening and stuff after the virus, you know, instead of just sitting around waiting for the store. You know what I'm saying? You know, hopefully I get like a wake up call, you know.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. We've had 3 viruses since 2002. You had the SARS one, MER, MER, and now this one. That's 3 within not even, I think, 15 years.
Right. Yeah. Well, they just treat them differently, right? Sometimes they're serious and sometimes they ain't, just depending on who's in charge.
Well, I mean, people would wake up and say, hey, maybe we should start saving food for a month just in case we run into another epidemic or anything can happen. Instead of just living like a lot of them, I know I understand they don't have the money, but at least start to think ahead a little and to prepare a little bit, maybe 2-3 weeks supply, you know, when they start getting back up on their feet. Because that's how I was raised. You know how we're out of Indiana and where you're from. But you've got to save for a rainy day. And we was, you know how we are. We farming, and we save for a whole freaking year. Because, you know, it's one, well, there they got 3 cycles to grow food. We have 1 cycle. And that 1 cycle goes from year to year. So we save year to year food.
Right. Yeah, my mother and father always did the canning and you know, we had a garden, and I used to break beans and shuck corn and all that kind of stuff. But then when I got older, I was like, oh no, I ain't doing that stuff no more. But now I would probably try to do it again.
So I guess I'll always be what you call some people call it frugal or a hoarder or a combo, I think. Being a farmer, you got to be that way. You want to get paid once a year, and once a year you got to run that all for another year.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
What do you think about Biden? He said them farmers, all you have to do, and Biden and what's his name, that rich guy, remember? Oh, farmers got it easy. We dig a hole, put a seed in it, pour the water, and that's all you do.
Yep, you can tell some people have never worked in their life, actual job. So
it's not as it's more modern than that nowadays. I mean, I don't think they understand the modern farmers.
Right.
They don't say the farmer is a mechanic. He has to fix his equipment. Farmer It's not just putting the seed in the ground and let it go. There's a lot more to farming. You almost have to be 3 different trades than the one.
Right.
And we don't just plant the seed and go run. There's a lot more to farming and
Right.
raising. And you got more than just planting the seed and let it roll.
Yeah.
I laugh at where these millionaires say, "Oh, hey, why help a farmer? It's easy."
All right. It's cake. Everybody can farm. Oh, they're fun. Hey, is the shirt bringing back some memories already, Hillbilly? There, I forgot about you.
Oh, I never forget about farming from the time I could think I was born to I was 18 and left the farm. So it was work every day from even at 5 years old, 8 years old. You're doing something. You're just out, It's just I don't think people understand the work ethics of farming is not just because they go. I think because they think just go to the store and it's that easy.
Right. Right. Yep. That's how it is sometimes. Well, what time is it getting to be? It's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Trying to see if my wife will invite me to have some food.
And they forget all those big cities are nice, but if they had to grow food, they would be in a pickle of a mess.
Right.
All those millions of people ain't gonna have room to grow nothing. It's the farmers out here doing all the work, and they should have respect for you should have respect for the farmers, the truckers that have to bring it into their ass, and the frontline people that are keeping them healthy. So you got 3 areas, that's taking care of the people: farmers, truckers, and medical people, medical personnel.
Right. Yep. Well, I think I'm going to be shutting this one down because I'm on StreamYard and we only got so many.
Did you move to? I don't see. I don't. It doesn't look like you're where you were before. You was usually in where the couch and where the Christmas tree.
Yep. It's
you moved a little.
It's right here. This is where I normally would sit, but I'm sitting in a plastic chair instead. So this is just the other wall.
Have you still been saving money? You said I know your wife was going to try to get a land and a house, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, we have a house, but we're in the middle of. We rent out our house down in Davao. We rent it out on Airbnb until now. It's of course you can't rent nothing out right now. Nobody's coming to town.
When do you think you'll start that move?
Well, everything changed once this all hit, so we have no idea.
Well, August, it's going to be over. It'd probably be over in June. But I mean, around August, might start doing all that good stuff.
Yeah, we're not putting a date on it as of yet until we see something rolling. We don't know. We just don't know. There's, businesses here were affected like the ones in America. However, we don't know what the other side of this is going to look like. Who's still going to be in business? What kind of businesses are going to be out there? We're just waiting. We're praying about it and waiting to see what's up. So
I'd say it'd probably take about a year to get back on their feet. It ain't gonna happen one day. It's not a week or a month.
Exactly.
I'd say between about a year for me. That's what I think. It's not just people like, oh, back to work and it's going to be back to normal.
No.
I don't see that.
Right. Yep. Yeah, it's we're in the wait to see mode. We're gonna try to see what's going on, and we haven't made no long-term commitment to anything, so we'll see what happens. So
And you know how people they're going to be they're going to be a little jiggerish, you know, when they first couple of
Yeah.
months they're going to be kind of, you know, wondering either way, you know.
Yeah.
Takes a while to get back to normal when you locked up. Plus, you know, you might be scared about the virus even when you're let out the door.
Right. Well, have you heard about the amount in this area? You know, we've only had one confirmed case, and nothing new. We just had one confirmed case, and that was it in this area. So I don't know if people are going to be let's go straight back to everything like before, or what they're going to do. But they're talking about releasing us here in the next few days, so we're going to see what happens. So.
Well, there it should be easy. You guys are used to masks, so it's easy for you. I mean, by the U.S., you know how they are. They're bullheaded. They're not going to wear no mask.
Yeah.
So it should be a lot easier for their country there to get on street than it would be the U.S.
Yeah. Yeah. Before all this, though, I never wore a mask. We started wearing it once this stuff broke out and stuff like that, and now of course, it's mandatory. You can't get in any place that, even if it is open, without having one on. And you're supposed to wear one if you're walking around.
That are from there, and they wear a mask even when they go to ride a tricycle bike or they get in from Tiffany. I know a lot of friends that wear them.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and that's how it is. You know, it was something they already did. But, I'm just talking about myself. What did I do? Of course, before this, I never wore one.
Oh, yeah. In the U.S., we never had this problem, so we never really give it a second thought about a mask.
Right. Maybe if we were from, like, L.A. with all the smog and stuff, maybe we would have wore one.
I doubt that. Americans, it comes to mask, or what? A mask?
Right. My kids like wearing them because they feel like they're ninjas.
When I was working in custom concrete, I would, you've heard of them. You're from Indiana. You heard of them at Custom Concrete.
Yeah.
Well, I would work. Well, I used to start the footer crew, from the footer crew to the foundation crew, to the finishing crew, and then I eventually ended up in, remember the waterproofing crew that comes out with the Peak panel truck? That was I finally got promoted to the highest one I liked. Well, on the job I had, when you spray that tar onto the concrete, you have to, it's all that ammonia in it. You have to wear a mask, remember? Well, the lead guy wore the mask, and then so I never did like the mask, so I always sit far enough back when he did his run to spray. Even I don't like masks. I wore the white outfit. Remember you got to wear that white outfit because you don't want to get in your hair and everything.
Right.
I didn't wear the mask. I was being a bad boy then, so I know how it is. The Americans and masks don't mix too well.
Right. Yeah. Okay, Hillbilly. I think I'm gonna shut her down. We're gonna see what I can rustle up for a brunch. Pre-lunch. Missed the breakfast already, so that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna try to find some food. But I appreciate you coming up on the panel and everybody that joined us today. It's been real fun. I still haven't learned.
Have a safe day, you all. And
I appreciate it.
That's the main thing.
Yes. And everybody, if you've seen the title there, it's Baby Needs Some Milk, e-begging. I was trying to learn some new techniques. But anyways, thank you guys all for watching. Everybody that joined in with us and discussed. And I'll probably see you guys on some other people's live shows later today. Till next time, we'll see you guys. Bye from Check Out the Rileys. It's going to take me a minute to get this down, but I'm trying to say bye anyways. See you guys next time.